Hi, guys, and welcome to the stream. Tonight's game, Legacy of the Ravens Alliance. Um, Welcome to Memorial Day weekend edition. Unfortunately, we're without Gunther tonight. He's got some family things he's got to take care of. Um, but Isaac will be playing him, so which will be interesting.
This should go back.
Sorry, folks.
They gave me
Interesting.
power.
Interesting.
You let that guy way
Yeah.
down there. It's like Hollywood Squares. I'm trying to figure out where he's at. Yes.
But once again, we've got the normal cast here, and we're going to be up to our normal shenanigans as usual. Last session, the party made their way into the upper chambers of the Tower of Ulfang the Black in their search of Boris Screege to take out a potential deadly and legendary enemy and to recover one of the stones of the primordials. They soon found themselves face to face with some of the Scarlet Queen's children, per se, in the shape of a dragon whelp, a red dragon whelp, and several half dragons. Fighting ensued. They came out a little singed, but they did succeed, making their way, soon finding that Boris Screege awaited them in the chamber. Party entered. Gate closed. Slinger was trapped outside, but with some rather intelligence on his part, made his way through the gate and aided his friends. The battle was brutal and bloody. Gunther falling beneath the axe of Boris Screege. Isaac revivifying him, allowing Gunther to at least strike a death blow or a hearty blow, along with Liliana recovering the kukri of one of the former legends that had fought him before. Gunther did succumb to his wounds and was resurrected by the hands he found out to be Lou the Hammer, under the guidance of Baishula. Party gathered their battered bodies and made their way throughout the keep, finding themselves face to face with an unknown spirit, answering his subtle riddles, only allowing 5 of them to continue on. Within a new chamber, they found a teleportation circle and several sealed sarcophagi with mysterious images linking to something in their past. Slinger, they found the stone. Slinger found a book with some more information on the Orb of Conflux and is reading it. Gunther had a conversation with the spirit, finding it to be not just a spirit. And that's where we're at tonight right now, guys. What are you guys doing?
I just asked Slinger what he's reading, so I'll see if I get a response.
I'm reading about the stones, what the man in the tower told us about. The primordial stones and what they do.
And where did you find this?
Ethan Claw found the book, and nobody could read it but me, so I've been reading through it.
She's gonna look over his shoulder and see if she can read it if it's in a language she understands.
Go ahead and go ahead and give me intelligence. Okay. Do you? The language is written and it's very archaic, but it's a system that's used by arcane practitioners, and it makes no sense to you.
something that I would have potentially have seen before, but
You've
not
seen
able
it.
to
You matter of
decipher
fact, you carry something that has similar scripting to it.
Yeah, it looks like
Okay, now I got to figure out what that is because I'm pretty damn sure I only got 3 books on me.
You see, Slinger's like, he answered your question, but he's really intent on reading whatever this is. He kind of went back right to the book and just continued reading.
DM,
Yeah.
what I've seen before, is it a book or is it something else?
Well, it's kind of a book, I guess.
Okay, format, is it a book or is it something else?
It's something else.
So it's her father's spell book for her necklace.
Yes.
So noticing that, she would probably put her hand up and let the charms run through her fingers as she looks back at the sarcophagus. And she'll look back down at Slinger. Don't you want to see what's in that one?
He looks up, kind of confused. What one?
She points over to a sarcophagus that has your name on it.
You see his eyes kind of go wide. Why is my name on there?
She
Are we
looks
dead?
around the room. Everyone's name is on one of these.
You see kind of a look of panic, and we're not dead, are we?
I don't believe so, my friend. Because what I saw was not myself. And she'll stand from where she kind of crouched down next to you. Do you want to look?
I don't know. Should I?
She looks over at the one that's in the corner here and says that I don't regret looking.
I fold the book up and tuck it under my arm. How big's the book?
It's maybe the size of a large notebook.
Okay.
I mean, it's thicker, but it's about length and height wise, it's about the size of a large notebook.
He'll tuck it under his arm and make his way over and just kind of stare at the name.
As you start to name it, has your given name, Tipton, etched in stone.
He looks up to Liliana.
She's
Why?
kind of looking at you with kind of a soft smile.
I don't know if I want to look. What did you see?
She looks back over at the same sarcophagus and glances back down at you and says, I know what my father looked like now.
He nods and then looks back to his name again. You see this, he's really hesitating. Just kind of, you can tell he's kind of weighing the decision heavily.
She'll reach out and she'll put a hand on your shoulder. We can do this together. But the decision is ultimately yours.
I look up at her and then back. Well, I suppose if I don't, I'll always wonder why, or what was in there.
True. I would have wondered had I not opened that one.
I'll nod up to her and so what do we do?
We see if we can get the lid off. And she'll kind of get in position how she did to try to get hers off and wait for Slinger to kind of help her to make sure that this is what he wants to do.
Okay.
Yeah, I kind of hesitate, but then I'll reach up and help her open the lid.
All right. Go ahead and give me strength checks, please.
I was expecting that.
All right. You're kind of having a hard time moving the lid of the sarcophagus, but eventually it does give, and it slides.
How high is it?
You're
Considering my height.
Yeah, that's what I was just about to say. Considering your height, you're able to kind of see up to the lip of it, but you can't see over. Liliana, the sarcophagus appears to be empty to you.
I'll hesitate a moment and then I'll leap up, kind of grab the edge with my hands and pull myself up and look in.
Okay. Give me a perception check real quick, Snare. Wow. What's your passive?
14.
All right. We'll use your passive instead. You're looking, and it at first appears to be empty as well, but on a velveteen pillow at the head of it, there you catch a glint of the light reflecting off of it, of something.
What is it? I'll kind of pull myself up and I'll get to the point where I'm actually sitting on the edge with my feet inside it.
Okay. As you look closer, you catch the ambient light of the room reflecting off a fine silver chain.
Is it just like laying on on a pillow or just laying inside?
It's laying on top of a pillow.
What does it look like? I'm not going to touch it.
It looks like a possible necklace, and at the end of dangling from the end of it, kind of resting on the pillow as well, is a silver outlined figurine in the shape of a black rooster.
A black rooster. Does that ring a bell? Does it look familiar?
You can give me religion if you like. Yeah, that looks like you've being a halfling in your home. You've seen some of the halfling priests wear these. This appears to be a holy symbol of Wiso Marchen.
All right, got the Wiso. What was the second part?
Marchen, M-A-R-C-H-I-N.
Wiso Marchen.
Which you've heard that name before. Leaf had told you before that he had taken your family to the city of Shrines for safety, and had taken him to the temple of Wiso Marchen.
Yeah, I do recall that. I'm gonna. And it looks real. It doesn't look like it's.
It looks real. Yeah, it looks real.
I want to move to it.
Okay.
And sleight of hand it.
Sure. Oh, yeah, you easily sleight of hand it. You didn't really see the others where it was almost illusionary. This feels cool and very real in your hand.
Yeah, I'll just kind of tuck it in my sleeve, and I'll hop out.
Okay. Yeah, I got you, Michael.
Just switch the names.
Yeah.
I'll jump down and I'll sit back where I was and take the book out and begin reading.
Okay.
Bless you. Liliana sneezed from all the dust, I guess.
I'm telling Gunther what I saw, and I'm like, Gunther, it's crazy there. Ethan Claw has, well, sarcophagi madness, and as well as Soldrin, but she'll recover. She's strong. And yeah, I saw my sister there. And then Gunther just looks at Isaac. Obviously, he's like, Isaac, get in there, forgive her. But like, it's not. She's not even real. Isaac. No. He goes in there to the sarcophagi where his sister is. Freaking stupid ass Gunther. Doing stupid. Stop telling me stupid things.
Oh, this is gonna be an interesting.
He goes over to his sarcophagi with him.
Is there anything in the book regarding these crystals? And this?
No, there's not. However, everybody in that room, I need you to give me perception, please.
This is where we die.
Stop that.
I have to reopen my page. Just give me 1 second.
There's my roll when I need it for my weapons.
Yeah. Way to burn that 20,
I know.
Purple. Thank you.
Ugh.
All right. So, all right. Those that are in the room, Slinger, you went kind of back and sat on the floor where you were at, right?
I did, yeah.
You and Sorter notice at first, the crystals start turning red, starting from the top and moving clockwise.
Guys?
Stupid Gunther.
Even though I rolled well, I probably wouldn't notice because I've got this. I'm just pouring through the book.
Yeah.
Hearing Sordrin's voice in that particular octave, I'm going to look towards her to see what's going on. Where I probably would have stepped back to there.
The crystals are starting to turn red, guys. I don't think this is a good thing.
It's fine. I've got to do stuff.
Get out of the circle. Get out of the circle. Liliana's going to go and attempt to grab a hold of Slinger and drag him if he's not paying attention.
Yeah, he's not. I mean, he's.
Yeah, so Liliana appears next to you and reaches down to grab you to pull you out of the circle.
You're in the other room, yes, Ethan Claw?
Yes.
Okay, give me a perception. You hear Liliana yelling, "Get out of the circle."
Gotcha. Say to get out of the circle. I have no idea why. Should we check it out?
I can't go in there. Promised. He looks over at where the spirit would have been.
Oh, okay. I'll be right back.
Be careful, cousin.
My Shula guides me.
Is Liliana getting Slinger out of the circle?
You can make an opposed check against him, Liliana, if you athletics or
didn't know he made one.
Yeah,
I'm not resisting.
Yeah, that's what I was about. If he's not resisting, then you kind of just pick him up and move him.
He just kind of looks around, confused, and then he sees the crystals glowing.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'd go with him.
Right as you get him out, the crystal about the 9 o'clock position goes red, and the lines that are etched into the stone start filling with a kind of a molten color.
What's going on?
Those that are attuned to our arcane nature feel the power from this.
Does it feel bad, good, or just strong?
Something is fixing to happen.
Powerful magics.
Guys, we should probably leave the room, right?
We'll probably hang out. No, we'll hang out. He runs past you.
He's gonna step to the side. Everybody out of the room right now.
I'm gonna get Slinger in front of me, and I'm gonna be pushing him to go.
Wait, I left a pebble. Wait, no, it's fine. I don't have any pebbles.
As you guys are making your way to the doorway, a flare of pillar of fire emanates from the center of the circle.
Oh, why is it fire? I'm gonna attempt to shield
I'm
Slinger.
resistant.
And a shadowy figure of a woman stands after the fire dissipates. And is looking dead at you guys.
Does she look evil?
Hello, my name is Isaac Rain. I would introduce you to Rockwell, but all three of them are not here currently, and one of them is currently doing an important job. This is Eyeless right here. Again, I don't know, I already introduced
Isaac.
Ravenclaw.
Shh, Isaac. Shh.
What? You shit. It's rude.
Isaac, her head snaps towards you under her cowl,
And then-
and your blood freezes cold at the stare that she gives. So, you've defeated my champion.
Yes.
But unfortunately for you, now I know where you are and who you are, and you will all die.
It's fine. I can revive that. It'll be fine.
Oh, you will be revived, all right, Isaac Rain.
yes, that's my name.
You'll be raised as fodder in my armies.
But necromancy's wrong.
Just know that stone that you carry will not save you.
What stone? Which stone?
Rockwell.
Hold on.
She's
He
talking about
starts
Rockwell.
starts emptying the bag. Nothing. There's nothing there. I don't have Rockwell on me, and there's three of him.
And she just kind of looks towards Liliana. We'll be seeing you soon. And she dissipates, and almost a mirage image of a fiery landscape of volcanoes and whirling dragons before it vanishes with a puff of smell of sulfur.
Bye. Like Isaac's waving.
Hold up.
What was that?
You said we got the smell of sulfur as she dissipated?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Bye. That was nice. Who is she?
Wait, when you say that's
hold
nice,
on.
Liliana's eyes snap towards you.
Okay.
I mean, to be fair, she's the
Isaac,
most least dangerous
Isaac,
thing here so
Isaac.
far.
Isaac,
Yes?
this is a good example of why you should not introduce yourself to everybody you fucking meet.
Look, it's rude not to introduce yourself to people you meet. Okay? I introduced myself to the Minotaur thingy in there. I already forgot
Ethan
his
Claw's
name.
just gonna
I
walk out the room.
introduced myself to Kyle. I introduced myself to that. He like starts walking with her. And then there was that time in the bookstore that doesn't exist anymore.
Yeah. Would I recognize this being at all? From something I might have read or
No, you don't.
a history book?
You don't.
Okay. I'm going to look down at the slinger where I was trying to kind of hide it.
Actually, you know what? Give me a history check. You might know something.
Uh-oh.
Out of curiosity, the sulfur we smelled, was it like name brand or generic?
I hate
That's
you.
for a friend.
It's Costco sulfur.
You're gonna have all of us die. What is wrong with you? Don't make the DM bad.
Yeah, Liliana, you're not sure.
Gun, can I have a go at that?
You
Haven't
sure?
seen her?
Sure.
I probably won't be able to know, but shot.
Isaac's too busy.
Well, I'll put it this: she was closer. Would she have been able to probably get a better view at her than me?
Yeah, she had.
Okay,
But
I
she
won't bother.
she was very shadowed in her cowling.
Yeah, I won't bother then. Just
Well,
because
that and fire.
well, the fire
Liliana's friend
dissipates.
is fire is not her friend right now.
To be fair, Ravenclaw, I mean, out of everything that we've seen here currently, she is the least, or he is the least, or it is the least thing that's tried to kill us. I mean, to be fair.
Well, why don't we get out of this creepy ass room?
Yeah, you would have heard Liliana look down this thing and say, "We need to go. We need to go now."
Gunther, that was a particularly crazy lady in that. A little bit more than crazy than Isaac, and I know that's hard to understand, but she said something about she's going to kill us. So she's gone now, but we should probably leave as well.
What did she look like?
I didn't really get a good look. She was in black, smelled highly of sulfur when she left, and I think we briefly see like volcanoes and something, right? Is that what you said?
Mm-hmm. Yeah,
Fire
the
landscape.
I explained like we saw a fiery landscape, volcanoes and dragons and lions and tigers and bears.
He like looks over to Isaac and sort of, is this true? I mean, to be fair, like, you know, she was wearing dark clothing, and I mean, you know. He looks over to you, Sordrin, after just shaking his head at Isaac.
It was technically a silhouette. A shadowy silhouette of a person.
Is she still there?
No.
We should leave. Besides, I don't want to be here any longer. He points over to the door over there. There's always that door.
Wait, this is the Borscht creature. I'm sorry.
yeah, that's the Borscht creature.
Sorry. Did I see anything out there?
There. Where then the door you're checking out, or the Borscht creature?
Aki.
Aki.
Here.
The secret door.
Was that a secret door? I thought we came in that one.
No, you came in the side door.
Not
Okay, side one.
Yeah,
My bad. He got me twisted up. I thought there was a door.
Okay. I mean, you can make an investigation.
That is fine. Is it still pitch
Actually,
black?
as you, yeah, it's still pitch black, but something is amiss there. Where the body of Boris Grease should be, the body's not there.
Isaac,
Yes, what's going on?
are you good at seeing in the dark?
Yes. Wait, hold on. Like yes.
I don't see Boris Grease in there. And I'm gonna step out of the way.
I mean, to be fair, he's like right.
He's not there.
So like, when did you get good at turning stuff invisible, Ravenclaw?
I don't particularly.
Gunther moves in there past them if they allow,
Particularly
which Isaac
proficient
moves out of the
in
way
that.
after he hears Gunther coming through. Ah. Where is Boris Greage? He was dead, right?
I hope so.
Gunther's gonna start throwing over tables looking for him. He'll do an investigation.
Sure.
I mean,
Sure,
that's
why
what
not?
he'd do.
Why did he say
That's Gunther. It just has Isaac in the picture. Hold on, I'll turn Isaac's name on his rules.
Sure. Yeah, he starts turning over tables, which was, it's a good thing you do. And no body.
Hey, Gun, is there, from what light I can see, is there some sort of blood trail other than obviously splashes and shit? It doesn't look like he was dragged off.
No, the portcullis is still closed, and the body is just gone.
If I recall, I was in the room, obviously, but I did hear the lady say that we would join her army after we died, essentially, right?
Mm-hmm.
Would it be in my knowledge to understand that if somebody can teleport in like that, they could very easily remove a body?
Yeah, you know what? Give me Arcana.
Okay.
But if he was never here, Ravenclaw?
Magic. Poof.
What if he was never here? We could have
All
been
this
fooled,
stuff
duped.
is kidnapped.
We're fighting ourselves the
mm.
whole time.
In your opinion, magic is almighty and all powerful.
Okay. I appreciate that. I mean, magic still works.
Magic's the shit, so yeah. Okay.
While that's happening, Slinger's just going to sit in the middle of this symbol and take out quill and ink and draw this symbol in detail.
Okay.
Slinger, we really don't have time for this. We need to go.
He just kind of looks up at her. This is important.
Give me a dex check, Claire.
Dex check. Dex check.
Just to see how accurate you get to it. Yeah, it's not too bad. Not too shabby.
Do you really want to carry around something that has a symbol in which somebody just used to. She kind of waves her hand, project themselves into a room.
He thinks for a moment, and then he looks up at her and says, "What if we could use it?"
How?
I don't know. That's why I wanted to draw it, so then I can look into it.
She
I rolled
looks
a trash
really uneasy about that. But I'm sure she sees that you look very determined.
Oh yeah.
Just be very careful with it. Because you
Yeah.
don't know if it's going to
Yeah.
carry over any magical properties.
Come into the room. I see them, but would I see him hunched over, probably scribbling, or are you like trying to hide it, Slinger? Or
No, I
he's
just
doing it quite open, yeah.
Slinger, what are you doing?
drawing the symbol
What for?
because it's important.
With my spell knowledge, Gun,
Mhm.
and I think I'd asked if I knew what the symbol on the floor had meant.
Yeah, you had
With
no
my
idea.
arcanic knowledge, would I maybe understand that it could be possible for somebody way more knowledgeable than me to possibly look at something like that and maybe know what it's for, or where, like what to do with it?
I mean, Arcana check.
Okay. There we freaking go.
Yeah. Yeah, with that check, you know that with the knowledge of in-place symbols like that, you can usually replicate it to travel to that specific circle.
To this room.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, and then from there, we'd have to use this circle to travel. Oh, wait, never mind. You're saying if we have this symbol, we can come back to this room.
Yep.
Okay.
There's spell knowledge that you would use to duplicate
Gotcha.
that to basically use it as a way through.
Coming a little closer, does it look like he's doing a pretty damn bang up job?
Yeah,
with the drawing?
Yeah.
Damn it. Slinger, you are very proficient with drawing. This looks very good.
Nods and kind of continues working on the detail of the image.
Out of curiosity, I won't tell anybody. Ethan's going to lean down a little bit. Are you proficient in forgery?
He thinks for a moment.
Or sorry, not proficient. Are you skilled?
Not really, but I could try.
Later date. We'll get back to it. I may know of...
Yeah, Liliana, as you're kind of sitting there waiting on Slayer, you notice that the crystals actually go back to a light bluish color.
Are they still radiating heat?
They are.
Ethan call walk back outside. That spirit still there?
Yeah, you can. Give me an... No, the spirit's gone.
Was there any connection, Gun, with the fact that I opened that last, Slinger's sarcophagus and then the ritual started?
No, there was not.
Okay.
No correlation.
I'll finish up and I'll look up at Liliana. We can go now.
She'll give a nod, and DM, what I'm pretty much doing is looking through the table and then looking at each of the sarcophagus again to make sure we're not missing anything. I'm pretty sure I'm not going to find anything except in the one with my name on it, but she's just doing a thorough check of the room to kind of make sure.
Looks like you... give me a... Go ahead and give me an investigation tour. Oh, shit, yeah, with 22. Yes, under one of the tables, kind of tucked away behind a couple of boxes, is a small chest.
She'll reach down and go to pull it out.
Good job.
And out of character, pray that it's not trapped, and if it moves, it's going to set something off.
Out of character. It's a mimic.
Okay. Yeah, it's about the size of a small lockbox, and it does have a lock on it. So.
Okay. I'm assuming I find this just about the time Slinger finishes.
Yep.
I'm gonna turn and look at him. You think you can get this open real quick?
He looks over and sees the small lockbox.
Or DM, is it something we can take with us?
I mean, you could probably, between two of you, carry it, but yeah.
About dimension-wise, how big is it? Or we'll make it easier. Would it fit in my bag?
You could probably fit it in the bag, yeah.
Okay, I'll spend a moment and just, like, if I have to, take the bag and put it over the top of it and wiggle it underneath.
Sure.
And turn to Slinger and say, we'll open this later. She really wants to get out of this room. And then once I've got that, yeah, if Slinger's ready to move, make sure Slinger and Ethan Claw are out of the room and follow behind him.
Head out.
No, I don't need to sleep. I don't need to sleight of hand for that. You can do that easy enough. He's Claw.
He's gonna do one of these. When he's using what he's like into his backpack. Whatever goes in, goes in.
Sure.
And Liliana gets to right about here, turns and sees that you aren't following. Come on.
Oh, yeah, he's just like, sorry, the top of my backpack came kind of loose.
She's just, she looks kind of stressed out. Fire, brimstone, fire is not her friend.
I'll cover the rear.
You would see that she's kind of rubbing and cradling her right arm.
Okay. All right. Isaac, what are you doing, sir?
I'm looking at the door, waiting for everyone else, and then also telling Soldrin, I'm tired, I want to go home. This place is stupid.
What's your passive investigation?
Passive investigation? It would be 8 plus proficiency, 19, 11, and then investigation 13.
13. Okay. Unfortunately, you don't find anything. You can make me an
It's
active.
fine.
You can actually investigate if you'd like.
I would.
13.
Sure.
Still,
my passive.
If Isaac needs it, I'm standing right there willing to help him.
sure. I will allow you to roll at an advantage, Isaac.
3.
Yeah.
Oh, Jesus.
I like to go with my passive.
Well, unfortunately, your passive does not allow you to...
What exactly does it look like Isaac's doing?
He looks like he's, like, doing one of these numbers against the wall.
I'm gonna go over and I'm gonna. Isaac, what are you doing?
I mean,
Why
Slinger
are you
keeps finding all these
fighting the
hidden
wall?
doors, so it's fine. I'll find it.
Find what?
Well, I mean,
We need to
someone
see if we
mentioned
can
a
get the
door earlier.
portcullis open.
It's fine. I'll get it. He kicks the wall. Ah!
Soldrin was like trying to point him in the right direction, but he just wasn't listening.
DM, would I not do anything with mine? My passive is 17 for investigation.
Yeah, where Isaac's hands are kind of all over the wall, you just kind of reach over, and there's a catch that you've seen before, and you just pull it, and it...
Just reach up.
Yeah, the door swings towards Isaac.
Ah! I
That what you
did
were
it!
looking for? Yes,
Yes.
Isaac, you did.
Success.
Well, I guess we don't have to worry about getting the portcullis open again.
Ethan Claw, when you take a look, it's written by a gnome bard about his bawdry exploits.
That's a light read. Cool. I'll put it back in. I'll note the author. What's the author's name?
Uh,
I'll give you a history check if you want.
Sure, go ahead and give me a history check, see if you recognize the name.
I'm fluent in that literature. Being a bard and all. Or sorry, familiar, not fluent.
Moen wriggles.
That throw out right there. That throwback. Sorry. It's been a long time since I've read some Wriggles.
Has there been any noise from the two half dragons that were out there?
I don't know.
No noise. Shoving the book back in this. Nope.
Oh.
She's looking at Gunther when she says this, but glances over at Ethan Claw, kind of confused.
Yeah,
Nothing.
Gunther
Don't look at me.
His body's gone.
What?
Boris Screech's body is gone. I threw over the tables, but it's hard to see in there.
Hearing the fact that he just said it's hard to see in there and the body's gone, Liliana's gonna peek.
He's correct. You see overturned tables, scorch marks, several of the steel balls that are impacted the walls, but no body.
DM, I'm gonna check my bag because I did take something from him.
Yeah, no, yeah. You dig in there and it's still wrapped in tapestry.
Okay, she's gonna leave that in the bag, and she's gonna go back. Actually, she's gonna move up to right about here and listen, because she knows that there was two half dragons out there.
Okay. Jared, give me a perception. Go ahead and give me a perception. Don't hear any sound. The gate is still closed, by the way.
While that's happening, are there any names on these gun?
No, there's not. They're quite empty. Or quite empty of names, yeah.
Unmarked. Okay. And the spirit's gone, yes?
The spirit's gone.
Is that ring still in the middle?
It is.
I forget how you described it. It was on the ground?
Yeah,
or was it hanging?
It's etched into the stone.
Oh, okay. So it's not like a secondary piece of structure?
No, it's etched into the stone and filled with silver.
Is it lit up?
No, it's not. Okay. Liliana, you don't see anything.
Okay, I will make my way back into the room, and seeing that the door that Isaac found is probably the best option.
It did it. You're all welcome. You don't need to thank me. Yeah.
We should probably get moving.
Yes, let's go.
That is a
Gunther, do you want me to
little concerning,
cast light
but
on you?
I think you
As it goes and
you still have the
cast
coin
light
that
on
Slinger
Gunther.
gave you, didn't you? As she looks at Gunther.
That should still be
now
going.
his armor is shining.
How long does the light last again?
Hour.
Hour. Okay. Yeah, it's probably got just a little more time left on it. So.
I'll just redo it.
Yeah.
Well, Isaac slaps his armor anyways. Because he didn't realize that.
Isaac, you realize you just made him a walking glowing target.
You
So
can
he
make
shouldn't
me.
go first.
You can do that to me. I'm fine with being glowing.
I don't know how to turn it
I'll
off.
go first.
That's probably the best. I'll take up the rear since I can see better. Isaac, backup Swordrin.
Yes.
Gunther, probably backup Isaac.
Okay.
And Liliana will take up the rear. Let Ethan Claw and Slinger decide where in line they want to be.
I would like to be behind Torture, but behind Gunther, but in front of Isaac.
No, because Isaac's backing them up.
Please clarify.
Because I can see.
I'll be behind. I'll be behind Liliana.
Right.
I'm taking up the rear because I can see.
Oh, then I'll be in front of Liliana. Yes, sorry.
What up to Isaac?
Lord Jesus.
I
All
don't
right.
see him anymore.
The sin.
Shall we go?
All right. So you
I'll
guys
just pull him up.
go ahead. You're already out there, man.
I wasn't out there on my side.
What the hell, dude?
I know.
All right. So
That's why I was so confused.
yeah, I don't know. Anyways, you guys go ahead and move how you want to.
Well, I can't go through this because of the dynamic lighting.
Oh
To the
God,
left.
yeah, yes.
Move to the right.
Let me fix that for you guys.
So is Gunther like glowing, or does he have the coin?
I think it's both.
Okay.
Oh, great.
Liliana did state it, but
There you
Yeah,
go,
there's-
Sorter, and you ought to be good to go now.
Thank you.
Yeah, welcome.
Sojourn's actually gonna peek around this corner, like listen for anything.
now there's two Isaacs. Holy cow!
Oh my goodness.
Oh gosh.
I don't see the other one.
You cannot have two.
One is more than enough.
Oh,
Do not need two Isaacs.
Double the trouble, triple the
DM,
Rockwells.
do you want me to make a perception check?
Yes, please.
Okay.
How many Rockwells are there?
Oh no.
Oh. Hmm.
Yes, you don't hear or see anything, Sorter.
Okay.
Bashula, please make them stop multiplying.
So there's not a door in front of me?
It's a door. The door's open. So.
Oh, okay. It's open.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, and that's the one that we came
Came through.
through,
yeah.
isn't it?
Yeah.
Okay. And... Oh, I guess we're going back out because this is a giant circle.
That would be ideal. Then.
Mm-hmm.
Gunther, move your fat ass. You're blocking the hallway.
Going. It's fine.
Stop imitating Isaac. It's not fat.
I'm the one saying it.
Oh,
I'll
sorry.
go fat.
You know what? You smell.
What's in here, Gun?
Missing stuff is in here.
Walks back.
That was the kind of a little sitting room. There's still a banked fire there. So.
Is this the
There was a
room?
half dragon there and a half dragon
Yep.
there.
There was a pair of half dragons there before.
This is the room
no
where
more.
Horse you said I'm expecting them. Let them pass, right?
Yep.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
Yeah.
Well, we'll find them later. Don't worry.
Oh, you certainly will.
See?
Yeah, that's the scary part. Thanks for saying that, Purple.
What? We all know it's gonna happen.
Everyone stay on guard, Gunther says. We're not out of here yet.
All right, Mr. Clinky.
Okay, so you guys do get safely down to the stairwell.
I went through a wall.
So, for the
Through a wall.
sake of brevity, you guys make it down to the first floor.
Thank God we're back in third here. Oh, down to the next floor. My bad. I misheard you.
The first floor.
Yeah.
Oh, man,
No,
they
we're
really
not.
could've-
We're not out of it that quickly.
Getting down back to this floor for the first time, Ethan's like, man, they really switched up with the interior decoration here, didn't they?
They have too many stairs.
They do.
We should get stairs.
You have some.
Yeah, but we should get more. That way when people come into our house, they're all like, oh, they have stairs.
You do have stairs in your house.
Mhm.
Yeah, and we need more.
Oh, Jesus. All right, so go ahead and move yourselves.
All right,
I
yeah,
mean-
I'm bringing up the rear, so
How's everyone doing, by the way? As Isaac's getting sleepier.
To look down this hallway.
The signs of your earlier combat are still there. There's still bodies laying in the floor.
And good.
So far, the only body that's disappeared is Misty, the Boris Grish.
Yep.
How rude.
Gunther, what, are we leaving or are we searching? I mean, we've mostly gone through all of the stuff down here, haven't we?
Depends. The other two are still alive, and we don't know what Boris's body is.
Boris is dead.
We need to leave.
We need to get out of
Where's
here.
his body?
We're working on leaving. Quit arguing amongst ourselves.
Tell you what, I will put your fears to ease as soon as we get out of here and we find a place to sleep for the night. Because I'm freaking
Yeah,
exhausted.
I'm tired. I revived you. I'm tired. Yeah. There's a hole.
Oh,
Why don't we go at
this
Why don't
again.
we go at the door?
I don't think we saw a front door.
You did.
Yeah, you guys.
did.
You guys.
You-
Yeah, you guys.
Yeah, you did, and Gunther put the crossbar across it to keep it closed.
Yeah, and then Slinger did the thing with the the pin.
Yeah.
You remember that? Remember that, guys? Crazy times.
Do we want to go back through there, or do we want to go out the front door?
Well, here's the thing. Do we have much of an option? Because didn't we have to scale up like a couple 100 feet?
It
Fine.
was
So
only
we'll
about
be in the mountains.
120-ish feet.
Let's use the door.
Yeah, let's use the door because we'd have to go back through all of those tunnels.
Mm-hmm. And besides, I mean, I've got a blanket if it's cold. Isaac pulls out his blanket.
And I believe the door was down this way, Dan.
Yeah, it's down south of you guys.
We're moving in pairs. We'd tie our feet together, but I mean, it's not the time for that.
Come on, Ethan. Come on.
Sorry, I'm thinking to myself, I really need to write down some of the stuff he says. It could really help us confuse people.
Sordran, as you do come down there, the door is still barred, and there's a piton at the that kind of pinning it closed. So,
I'll take that out.
okay.
Okay,
You think
well,
Claw's gonna kind of give him a push in the back?
I'm gonna take that bar off the door.
Okay. Give me a strength check.
Okay.
There will assist.
Okay.
Oh,
Okay.
I thought you meant for pushing him.
With Gunther's help, you're able to move the bar, and so the door is free. So.
Okay.
All right.
Going to cautiously open the door and look out.
Okay. As you look out the door, nighttime has set, and a cold wind batters your face as you can smell the snow. You hear the rush of water, probably 100 yards away.
Time to pull out my blanket. Isaac pulls out his blanket.
Ah, it's cold out there.
You want a blanket? He offers his blanket to Sordran.
No, Isaac, you keep your blanket.
All right.
As she will
This
step
time.
out.
Okay. You're standing in a courtyard behind you. The soft light from the keep kind of. You see an open gateway ahead of you.
Okay. Go to the gate.
Okay. The portcullis is up, so you can. About another 50 yards, there's a narrow rope bridge.
Okay. Continue on our way.
Okay.
I suddenly want to use the tunnel instead of the rope bridge.
What?
I said I suddenly want to use the tunnel instead of the rope bridge. That was out of character, by the way.
Right.
Yeah, I know.
I'll be bringing up the rear.
Okay.
No, Sergeant's still trudging on.
How far across is it?
It's probably maybe a good 100 feet. Below, as you guys begin to cross the rope bridge, you hear the rush of water below you. Those that have dark vision can kind of see the dark waters of a rushing river.
Okay.
I like dark vision. It only lets you see the dark elements of the night.
Right?
I apologize. I got a nat 1 on my dexterity roll to save, keep my camera in one spot.
Yeah. They're swapping spots on me, so guys forgive me for that. So
Yeah, learning new programs.
yeah, we'll get it figured out.
So guys, I don't have any spells just in case this bridge. Nobody fall off the bridge.
Just keep
okay.
moving and be careful. Hold on.
It's okay.
Have I mentioned
Isaac,
I can't swim?
If the
Don't
bridge
worry,
tries to cast
Isaac.
a spell, I can counterspell it.
DM,
Yeah.
under her breath in Druidic, Liliana says, "It's not one of us falling off the bridge that I'm worried about." She's concerned about
Gesundheit,
this. You have
Liliana.
Okay, she's
But you guys do finish crossing the bridge, and you see those Swordren's still leading the pack. I'm assuming so.
Yeah.
You see leading down into a dark mountain pass, a long and winding road.
Well, this looks like their only way.
Yeah, this is an ancient road, pockmarked with years and years of foot traffic and carts and everything else. So it's well used.
DM,
Okay.
is there current snowfall?
Yes, it is currently snowing.
Okay. Hard, medium.
It's
light?
kind of just, it's not a light snow, but it's just kind of a good steady snow.
I gotcha. Enough to fill up footprints in maybe like a short period of time.
Yeah.
Okay.
Well,
Maybe
Sordran
find
just kind of
shelters.
digs down into her cloak. All right, we should trudge on.
Keep an eye out for somewhere to rest for the night because
Yes, like a cave outcropping or something we could hold up.
traveling
see.
in this kind of weather at night is not a good idea.
No, but we can't stay here.
I mean,
Not
yeah,
right
it's
here,
cold
but-
here, and I only have one blanket.
And I'm not.
I'll keep my eyes peeled as
Forget
she
you're not and-
continues.
Go back to making sure everybody stays together.
All right, Sordran, I need you to make me a perception, survival, and a dex save, please.
Okay, you said a perception,
Mm-hmm.
a survival,
Mhm.
and
A dex save.
Dex save.
Oh.
Yikes!
Top of the boulder.
Okay, well, that actually kind of in hand. Survival, you're staying, try to keep to the track. However, as the snow's kind of blinding your eyes, you miss or you step on a piece or some ice that's underneath the snow and slip and begin to fall.
Great.
Oh,
Can I grab onto anything?
Who was behind Sordran?
Gunther.
Gunther can make me a dex check.
you want dex check or dex save?
Dex check.
Sure. So he falls down the ice too, right?
No. As he goes to try to grab Sordran, he misses. Yeah, Sordran, you are sliding down the track.
Oh,
Hey.
look, she's discovered a faster way to travel.
Isaac runs after her.
Okay. Isaac, give me a dex save.
I would love to. I'm only good at strength saves.
Okay. You narrowly missed the ice patch. Now, you're sliding at roughly about 10 feet per round. So,
Great.
Isaac, I need to know how fast you're moving.
Oh, well, I mean, as fast as I can, to be fair.
All right.
DM, do I see this going on?
Yes, you do. Isaac, first round, give me a dex check.
I would love to. Yeah!
Okay.
Beat it by one. Time going up.
You narrowly missed her. Sordran, you move 10 feet. You're getting close to you. As you're kind of looking at Isaac and looking at where you're going. There is a cliff face rushing towards you. Round 2.
I need another
Is there
beer.
anything for me to grab onto or try?
Go ahead.
Cliff face or a cliff edge?
A cliff edge. Sordrin and Isaac, both give me decks.
Okay.
Can we do some? Do we see this happening?
Yeah, you guys see this happening. All right, Sordrin, you. I need a save, not a deck, just not a check.
Oh.
Yeah.
Oh, you need a save from me?
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay.
Oh, okay. My bad.
No, Isaac, you're fine.
Here you go. Oh.
Okay. Well, Sordrin,
got
you take, as you collide into a rock, you take 2 points of bludgeoning damage.
Great.
Isaac, as fortunately for her, well, fortunately and unfortunately, she hits the rock, but it does slow her movement down enough that you catch the back of the hood of her cloak.
I stab my dagger into the ground.
Sordrin,
I have a dagger
you're
with my other
now
hand.
pinned to the ground, but you're
Now choking.
yeah.
It's fine. It'll be fine.
Can I unclasp my cloak, please? With my feet firmly on the ground.
There you go. Yes, you can. As you brace your feet against the rock, you unclasp your cloak to keep from suffocating.
I take in a really deep breath.
I'll get you a new cloak when we get home.
Let's not do that again. That's not very fun.
I mean, it's fine.
As you guys catch up to him, you about 20 feet from where Sordrin stopped is a dark chasm of a cliff edge.
We
guys.
need to find somewhere to rest sooner rather than later. Because this is just going to get more treacherous the further we go.
Yeah, I'm not doing so good. Sordrin stands back up.
Yeah, you're battered and bruised right now.
Are you still hurt from the battle?
She nodded.
She's gonna reach out and put a hand on your shoulder. She's gonna
13?
heal you.
Okay.
Yep, for 13.
As Radiant Light leaves Liliana's hand, she heals you for 13 points.
Thank you.
Should
It's
help
a little better.
At least until we can rest.
Thank you.
See to other injuries, but
Alright. Well, let's trudge on carefully.
DM, who's looking the most hurt right now?
I will let
Who looks like the most hurt to me looking over the group?
well, everybody's kind of beat up pretty good, so.
except for Gunther.
Except for Gunther. Gunther is miraculously.
Gunther
been healed.
looks perfection.
Yeah.
Slinger's fine too.
Liliana just looks really tired.
Okay.
Isaac does too.
Well, waste not, want not.
All right. As you collect yourselves, begin to move down the trail again.
Okay. Do you need me to make any more?
I need all three of those again, please.
Okay. So you said perception,
Perception, survival,
and
Was it a save or straight dex?
Dex save.
dex save.
Mm-hmm. Very good.
She's
Oh,
not
you're
making that
watching
mistake
right
again.
now.
She's not making that mistake again.
Yeah, Sordin has learned her lesson. She's kind of you're being you're gentle about
My
your
footsteps.
footsteps. You're kind of testing the area ahead of you. a
Towing
little bit.
the area beforehand.
Yeah,
Yes.
either towing it or you're using like your long sword to kind of prod a little bit to check for ice. However, you wind down, not able to find any cover at the moment. So, and the night is progressing, and the snow is starting to fall heavier.
How much longer? It's tiring out here.
I know, Isaac. There's no safe places right around here. It's all
What
just
about
cliff.
that over there?
Gun, I'm gonna send the owl out and look through its eyes.
Sure.
I'll just. Can we stop for a second?
Yeah.
And I'll
Isaac looks
kind of put a hand on Liliana and send the owl out. You can see that Slinger he's kind of looking, but not. You can tell he's not really looking at anything. He's
Yeah.
almost.
She's probably very familiar with it. She's done it herself.
Yeah,
before.
you're familiar with it. I mean, just look at Slinger. His eyes kind of go all white.
She'll keep a
And
hand on his shoulder like she usually does next to Gunther.
yeah, Cornelius flies out for a little while. Right about the same time as like Isaac, you spot a small
About there.
cave that goes in about 5 foot. Cornelius happens to land on the outcropping overlooking at it.
Try
And
right here.
as he does,
Like goes him.
there's a cave.
Which direction?
How far?
It's
Do I see his?
just a little further down the trail, but maybe 20 feet away.
Close.
As I see his owl, I start waving.
All right, well, let's trudge on. You let me know where it is when we get closer.
Okay.
I'll
Isaac,
come back.
Whoever's wanting to lead to the cave, go ahead.
I don't know that Isaac saw it, so I'll begin making my way towards the cave.
Okay. Go ahead.
Standing in the mouth.
Yeah, go ahead and give me a survival and deck save. Okay. And a deck save, sure, please.
This might be being a little slow.
Yeah.
It showed up for me.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's just running a little slow on mine.
Because I was also going there.
What was the
Oh,
roll?
looks like it booted you, Gun.
You get a 15 as well.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
We both got 15.
There we go. Okay, no, that's good enough, guys. You're able to make it there without stepping any ice.
Okay.
I'll send the owl in.
Okay. The cave goes in for about 5 feet. It's dark and kind of close quartered, but there's nothing in there.
It's not big, but it's dry. It'll do.
All right, well, let's file in.
Definitely. It's not dry, you said in there?
No, it's dry.
Okay.
I said it's not big, but it's dry.
Oh.
Yeah, it's. I mean, you're looking maybe. It's probably 30-foot circle, kind of circular room.
Is there
We need a
anything
fire.
potentially
Maybe I
in
can
that
make
we
one.
could use to get a fire going?
You can give me a survival.
I will.
I mean, if we get some sticks, I have a way to do it.
21.
Liliana, digging around, you find what appears to be maybe an old, something used it as a nest or something, and you kind of were able to piece some pieces out of it.
Yeah, she'll do that and then use produce flame to light it.
Sure.
Slinger will slip out and go look for some firewood.
Okay. Slinger. From as you step out, you don't see any trees or anything in any area. So
Nothing. Okay.
yeah.
And DM, I'm going to be making this close to the entrance of the cave,
Okay.
but kind of try to get it far enough back where it's not going to shine a lot of light to
Right.
let anybody know that it's there, but enough to be able to
To watch the
try to warm
entrance.
the cave.
Yeah, got it.
Because where she's from and how long she spent by herself, I'm assuming this is something she would know.
Yeah, easily. Yeah, as you get the fire lit, Liliana, you notice that the kind of nest that she was there's some like old animal bones and everything like that. It looked like maybe a large predator might have used this as a den at one point in time.
Fingers crossed that it was one point in time and not recently.
We can use these bones.
Well, that's
Um,
happening. Slinger's going to go into. We'll look to Liliana. I need to get something out of the bag.
She'll nod and take the bag off and set it beside her. Open it up.
I'll go in, gun, and drag out the cast iron pot and
Okay.
the rum and the cinnamon sticks and the iron cups.
She's just gonna give you a smile if she sees what's coming out.
Making a good old fashioned slinger hot toddy, are you?
Yep. I think we need it.
There you go. All right, easy enough to do.
Slinger, when you're done with that, do you want to try that box you found?
I can do that now if you want.
Okay, and she'll proceed to pull that out of the bag.
Okay. You guys have been around long enough to know shit that doesn't look like it fits in a bag fits in that bag, and it's a fairly sizable lockbox. I mean, it's not like what you would think in like a bank's security chest, but it's a small chest.
So, not would fit in a safety deposit box at a bank, but not so small enough to be like, yard sales size lockbox.
Right.
It'll fit in the satchel-like bag that she's got.
Okay.
At least the opening. But he should have not been able to pull the pot and cups and whatnot and that out of the bag.
Exactly.
She's got quite a few different things in there, too.
I mean,
Plus, it probably lays flat, right? I mean, it wouldn't be.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it fits in
It
there.
wouldn't look like Santa Claus.
Right. Just like pulling shit out, yeah. But she does produce the small chest slinger, and there is a definitive lock on it.
Well, considering where we came from, I will make sure that it's not trapped.
Sure. Go ahead and give me that roll, sir.
What did we decide on that? Was that investigation or was that?
Yeah, we have active investigation, yeah. All right. Good enough. You actually, as you kind of gently move the lock with the tip of your dagger, learning from your past experiences, you do notice a small inset needle.
You see, Slinger just kind of smiles up at you, Liliana. It's trapped. There's a needle here. Probably got poison.
Can you disarm it?
I could try. With that roll gun, can I tell if it's going to shoot out at a distance or just kind of poke at whatever?
With that investigation, it looks like it's probably spring-loaded to not shoot like projectile shoot, but enough to
Just a stab.
Yeah, stab. Yeah.
All right. I will cast Mage Hand and take advantage of my my ability to disarm and pick locks.
All right.
And I will try to disarm it first.
Okay.
So let me do a Thieves' Tools for that. And for some reason, my macros aren't here.
they were stolen by another thief.
All right. For your disarm, that is quite good enough to do it. You satisfactorily come out with your mage hand. You kind of trigger it safely, so it's out of the way.
Okay, and I'll try to pick it.
Okay. Good enough. This is not a real high quality lock. You figure whoever had this set up was more counting on the trap to deter anybody from trying to get into it. But to your satisfaction, the tumblers move with your picks.
With a little kind of a sly grin, he looks up at Liliana. Want to see what's in there?
She gives you a nod.
I'll open the lid.
All right. As you open the lid, Slinger, there are mounds of small pouches of coin. There is a fine steel warhammer that's inlaid with jet. There is a coat that's made of gold cloth. There are a pair of ermine boots that have silver inlays along some of the buckles. There's a belt made of sable. There is a potion that kind of has a light bluish tint to it.
He's just like pulling them out and putting everything on the ground as he's going through it.
There's 2 potions of kind of a reddish color. They're instead of just like beakers, they're in kind of like a small flask pot. And then there is a one that's looks kind of like those, but is almost a purplish color.
Just lay that one down next to the red ones. Anything else?
That's it, sir.
Being the inquisitive type, I'll give it a quick check to make sure there's like no false bottom.
Sure.
To the chest.
12. You do not find any false bottom.
Okay.
You have a list of all that again? Because I don't think I got all of it.
Yep.
Holy crap, Holy crap, that's a lot of money. Somebody throwing that in the stash, or do you want me to?
Let's see.
Why don't you do it since you volunteered?
All right, so yeah, if you could give a...
Yeah, I'm typing it in right now for you guys, so...
Because I think our currently on person is correct, right? We have that in Liliana's bag.
Mm-hmm.
Alrighty, so I'll bump that on. Jiminy Crickets, that's a lot of gold. Alrighty, so we'll just put a 14 in front of that. Don't die right now, or we lose a lot of money and somebody
So it's
becomes
that
rich.
much gold and that much platinum?
Yeah.
We robbed a bank. Shh, don't
To
tell
be
nobody.
fair, I mean, he was alive for a long time.
I think we should buy powder.
Buy
What?
Pabia, we could probably buy Fabia and Pabia.
Why
Well,
would you want to buy it?
Start small.
All right. That's everything right there, guys.
Buy a bookstore.
We could,
To be fair,
with this,
Fairbear doesn't have a bookstore.
he's gonna say with this, we could fund an instrument shop.
Slinger
Well,
gives him a look
Liliana
at that like, what are you talking about?
Instruments.
Liliana's just shaking her head.
Don't
We
give
need
me
to
that look.
we need a bookstore in Fairbeer. We should get a
All right.
bookstore on Fairbeer.
I have updated the loot under the currently on person, gold and all that.
Isaac, we have a bookstore.
There's no bookstore in Fairbeer.
Who's our... In the past, has it been Isaac that's detect magic?
Yes.
Yes, okay.
Yeah.
I'll just look up at Isaac. Isaac, see if any of this is magic.
Sure, I'd love to. It's gonna take 10 minutes to cast a take.
Ermine? Is that a color gun?
Ermine.
No, it's like mink.
Ermine.
It's like mink.
Oh, okay. So it's not
It's
No,
fur.
it's fur.
it's fur.
It's a fur belt.
Okay.
Fur boots.
Oh, so you're seeing silver like
red flash
buckle
similar to what
and-
we've seen normally?
It looks like Ethan Claw's closet's blown up in that chest.
I wish we could just go home to Fairbear.
Boy George sent me a care package.
I think that's where we're planning on going.
Okay, Isaac, as you take
Sorkin
the time,
kind of perks up a little, huh?
as you take the time to cast identify, the light blue potion is a potion of invisibility. The 2 red flasks are a potion of supreme healing, and a purple flask is a potion of vitality.
Okay, so
Yeah.
blue potion is a potion of invisibility.
Mm-hmm.
I'm getting pretty tired, but
you said-
here
hold
go,
up, Isaac.
You're gonna want this.
You said the 2 red or superior,
Supreme.
supreme.
I don't
Wow.
think I want to tell him now.
Elaine.
He's stealing.
And the purple is
He's
what?
Stealing my.
Of vitality.
He's stealing my thunder.
Flask of vitality. Out of character knowledge, supreme flask of healing are like, oh my gosh.
Yeah,
Right?
you're talking about top end shit, man.
Oh wow. So like Toppin said, if we hawked that shit, we'd get some cash back.
The Supreme Healing?
Yeah.
Why would you want
I
to
don't know.
I
sell
think we
that?
could
I'm
probably
just
put it
curious.
to better use.
Well,
but
no, I'm
Yeah.
just curious. Like, how much do they commonly go for?
Um,
Because I know regular potion, like minor potions, like 50 GP, so gold pieces. So
they're expensive,
okay, that's fine. It probably varies from kingdom to kingdom.
but they also do 10d4 plus 20 healing.
Whoa!
Meaning they're not being sold.
They're.
Keeping. Thank
Yeah.
you. I'm just
So
kidding.
did he just identify the potions?
That's the only things that are radiated.
I'm not telling you now.
So there's only one red potion, right?
There's 2 red potions.
No, there's only one red potion, right?
Well, considering you were pulling stuff out and Liliana saw it all, she knows that there's
Says the
two.
rogue. No, I'm just kidding. Still.
So
He only
I
steals from
think
Ethan
very
Hall.
specifically. Looks to you, Slinger. You're going to want this. It'll help you sneak around. It's a potion of invisibility. He like whispers it at him.
I was gonna say he whispered that, but I figured Isaac would probably been like, "It's a potion of invisibility. Don't tell anybody."
Nope. He whispered it.
He actually whispered
he
something.
actually
else.
He actually,
He's doing?
he actually kind of holds his hand up and says, "I can cast that."
But this won't need you to cast it.
But someone else could use it.
Cast it too. I mean, who? You're right. Gunther. You know what? Yes, I go over and I give Gunther and I tell him this is a potion of invisibility, and he looks to me and says, "Why don't you give it to Slinger? He said he can do it. It's fine. Just take it." I
Just
push
take
it
it,
into his
Gunther.
hands. And then these 2 red potions. I mean, they're not that important. I'll get to that later. And then this purple flask. Regeneration. Knitted.
Vitality.
Vitality. Thanks, Silas. He like looks to his hand.
Are they gonna fit the Dragonborn?
No, I don't know.
We did just fight a Minotaur.
Oh,
That's fair.
that's a low blow.
Yeah, they look like they fit.
Okay. You're a dragon. You're big.
Does anybody have any? You know what? Never mind. Ethan Claw's gonna. Is it a coat or a cloak?
Coat.
A coat.
Mhm.
Does it look like warm or kind of like?
No, it looks
spray
like it. It looks like it should be worn in court.
I will backpack it. The boots. How snazzy are they?
They're pretty snazzy, man. They have got some fancy silver inlays in the buckles.
Also, court.
Yeah, court. Yeah. I mean, they're fur.
Did you just basically give me the Dragonborn equivalent of like Uncle Vinny's suit?
Sure.
Why
not?
You got the reference, right?
Yeah.
Okay. What about the sable belt? It's just a belt with a buckle.
Yeah. Just above the buckle. It's a fur belt.
Hey, listen, here y'all.
You're looking nice, Ravenclaw.
I'm not gonna
Be
put
careful.
it all on.
That stuff's magical, so you might want to be careful when you wear it.
It is magical. As he goes to put the boots on, do they fit? Like he's gonna do the whole little toe wrinkle thing.
Yeah. I mean, probably a little tight fitting.
Maybe not. Maybe a cobbler could stretch them a little bit. I'm gonna take them back off and put my old boots back on.
Okay.
I mean,
And there's the belt.
You
Do
know.
I need to like stab a new hole, or does it fit my like slick body dimension?
You kind of have to suck your gut in, but yeah, you get it fit.
Is there enough room I could stab into their hole?
Oh my god.
Fashion is everything, Sojourn. Stop laughing. As he sees Sojourn laughing, stop laughing. Fashion is everything.
Sure. You know what? Give me a dex check.
Yeah, Slinger, will you hold this, please? I need to give it another hold. I need to
Put it on.
No! Oh, son of a bitch. I can't stab a hole in there now or I'm gonna stab your gut.
Slinger puts it on.
I mean, technically, yes, you are holding it now, so thank you.
I'll just kind of stand up.
How much extra? Guns are like 2 feet extra.
Yeah, he could probably tie it around.
It goes around twice.
No, basically he can loop it or loop it, and yeah.
I got you.
Slinger just looks to Isaac. Is any of this stuff magical?
He just looks to you. I mean, looks to Ravenclaw. Totally. And he gets in. No, it's not.
And do I, like, if I don't hear that, did he cover his mouth? Can I break out the words?
Sure, you can make a perception.
It's totally magical and fabulous, and Ethan wants it.
So he takes it. He takes it off and looks to Ethan Claw. How much?
I'll tell you what. Reach your hand into Liliana's bag and take out however much gold you think is necessary.
Liliana slowly turns away from Sordran and looks at Ethan Claw.
I wanted the belt first, and he took it from me.
And he just kind of holds it at each end of the belt and pulls it around his waist gun.
Mm-hmm.
How much?
You know what? I don't want to deal with you. I've got this other stuff. Fuck it. 3 gold, final offer.
Snazzy.
5, you get a deal.
6, done. Fuck!
End of the
What's
belt.
the deal?
Did you even have 6 gold?
Do what?
Did you even have 6 gold?
Now he's gonna walk up to Liliana like, can I borrow 6 gold? I'm kind of in a bind.
She's just looking at you like,
It's just gonna buy cabbage wine.
Shut up! It's very good! 6 gold, please. I'm kind of in a bind. I'll make it to you, please.
I let you gold like 2 weeks ago.
You know what? We have like a lot. Can I just have 6 gold?
She'll pass him 6 gold.
Sure.
I'm gonna hand him the 6 gold,
Just getting gold.
and I'm gonna
No,
take the
this
belt.
is coming from Liliana's gold, so.
I hand him the belt.
And now I'm gonna make that extra hole so it fits a little better.
All right, yeah, go now. Give me the next check.
And I'll just
Or next check.
Boy stuff.
Next check. Next check.
I'll whisper loud enough that Isaac can hear it. Isn't that gonna ruin
Fuck!
the magic?
I have a hole in my hand.
As he ruins it.
He's holding it. He's just like,
Trying to be expedient about it, you actually pull out your sword instead of the dagger, and you drive the sword about 3 inches into the hole.
He ruined
Oh
it.
no.
He ruined it. Why'd you give it to him,
The
Isaac?
magic enchantment fell off of it. I don't know.
wait, I enchanted the snow.
The hole is like this big now.
Oh, Isaac,
Yes.
can you look at this for me? And she's gonna pull out the kukri. She wants a little bit more information on it.
Mhm.
Gunther,
It looks like a kukri.
here.
Can you identify it for me, like you did with the bag?
Gunther comes over to you.
Ethan's gonna hand him the belt. Like, Isaac told me that this belt captures damage. See, look, I tried to stab myself while wearing it, and it took the damage. Here, take it.
Gunther looks to you and then looks to Isaac. Isaac, is this true?
Ethan's gonna be like winking at him.
Isaac just looks to him, looks to Ravenclaw, looks to Gunther. So you want this identified? He starts ritual casting identify.
Okay.
Gunther will take the belt.
Isaac, the
She
belt.
feels good.
The belt does not radiate magic.
Well, obviously.
I think he was
Obviously.
doing the kukri.
However, as you lay the kukri down and you start to concentrate on it, you've seen the handle and it was blinding then. It is super blinding now.
So, like, this is why I don't blink, because everything's so stupid.
And
Freaking closed my eyes again.
Liliana is not very far from him. She's very protective of that.
It got so dark in here. Who cast darkness?
What do you
Damn,
mean?
I wish I could
It's
see
not
through it like my
dark in
dad.
here.
It is dark in here. He like turns around to look at her. It is, but he's like not looking at her at all. Super dark.
Isaac,
Someone
I'm
cast darkness.
sitting in front of
I
you.
can cast darkness. No. He like swings at the air. See?
She's gonna reach out and poke him in the side.
Well, see. Ah. It's dark in here. Who cast darkness? I mean, I can cast darkness. He cast darkness. See? So it wasn't me.
So you just plunge the whole
What's he
freaking
talking
Yeah,
about?
pretty much.
into darkness.
It's so bright. See, and then he snaps darkness away and it goes away. It wasn't me, but it stopped. I looked at the blade and then I closed my eyes and now it stopped. But his eyes are like fully open and he's not blinking like usual.
Wait, can you repeat all that again?
It's dark in here right now. I didn't cast darkness.
Is
It's
it
not
dark in here?
dark, right? It's not. This is just Isaac being Isaac.
Hold up, I'm gonna roll an intelligence to see how crazy he is. Pretty fucking crazy.
Isaac, what about
So, I mean, he's looking around. He's not blinking.
Isaac?
Yes.
What is this?
It's bright.
What do you mean it's bright? She looks down at it and doesn't see anything but the knife.
You told me to identify it, and it's bright. That's all I got offered, right, Gun? No information or anything?
I'm typing out the information for you.
I gotcha. It's bright. But, give me a second. I need to process. The magics don't just come to me all the time. Sometimes you gotta wait. Maybe I think I'm gonna go with a B, maybe buffer, or it's like if someone going to send like a foe or a fa or like a fax or something. The gods are sending me a fax.
You
It'll
okay,
get
buddy? Do you need to take a breath?
I find he like looks at a wall talking to you. I mean, thanks for wearing though. I mean, do you want a ration? I didn't have any rocks to offer. Oh, I should look for rocks. He starts looking for rocks while completely blind.
Is he actually blind, or is he just like
You're
going
gonna
from
blind at me
being
last
really
time.
bright? No, my necklace blinded you last time.
I mean, it's bright enough.
The hilt of the dagger did not. It was the necklace.
I mean, it's bright enough. And like with that, he suddenly snaps up to you, blinks his eyes a few times. It's no longer bright. It was like if you look at the sun too much, you have that dot in your eye, in your eyes, because if you close one, you see it in the other. But I do know it now. It's known as Yahweh. Why do people have to have names? Yahweh's tooth. It's.
Is that familiar to you at all, DM?
Give me a history.
Huh?
You can give me a history.
History?
Mm-hmm. Do you remember that was one of the names of Taraya's weapons?
Hey, Liliana. Can I
That's
ask you to
really
do
all
not
you
do
get from the
something with
history.
this weapon?
Okay. What was that, Isaac?
Can I ask you something not to do with this weapon? Like, don't get me wrong. Like, you should understand how much this is, how important this is if it's coming from me. Do not hit any undead with this.
Undead?
Do not hit any undead with this.
She just kind of cocks her head to the side and says, "Why?"
I don't know. How do you like your life?
She still kind of has her head cocked, but remembering the feeling of when the blade reconnected, she's kind of taking her fingers
You know
of
what?
her left hand and she's kind of rubbing her hand like so. It's kind of in her lap.
No, I'll tell her, Alice. I'll tell her. It's fine. No, I'll tell her. No. What if I close my hand then? I mean, if you do it, they get your life.
That could be problematic.
Well, ish. Also, like super cool. Like, I don't know how many. I'm gonna say you could do it probably maybe once a day. you could close your eyes and then bam, you're over there. He like points all the way to the other of the. It's like a spell. I mean, I don't really know the spell, but like, it's similar to a spell I once heard of.
She's intently listening to you as you're telling her about this because the hilt of it is something she's carried for a long time.
I think it's called. Yes, I'll say it, Iris. Oh, that's stupid. You're stupid. I think it's called Blink. I'll send her the basic information that Isaac's conveying to her.
Yeah.
Thank you, because I don't
Basic?
think I'm gonna get very
Basic? Everything that comes out of Isaac's mouth is not basic.
He
But
eventually would
She
get.
would literally spend the time to sit there and get all the information she thinks she has about it out of him. So,
as you take the kukri back, give me a charisma save, please.
Oh, shoot.
fun.
When you say intelligent gun, do you mean like intelligent?
Fingers
as in
crossed.
what
Oh,
would I do?
God. Oh.
I'm not proficient in charisma.
Is Gunther near her?
Um,
Within 10 feet? Because that's +5. No, 4, +4.
It's still not enough.
Oy vey.
Oh, what did you do to me?
Liliana, as you take the hilt in your hand, you feel an intrusion in your head, and the voice of a female, and she's like, "Ah, yes, let's see if you're truly worthy." And you feel this lust for blood rush through your body.
Also, Liliana, it's intelligent, and it might not be nice.
Now, I need you to give me a wisdom save.
Okay, wisdom. Hopefully, this is much better.
Yeah.
See,
Very well.
I'm good at that.
As the bloodlust is still with you, but you resist the urge and to change into one of your combat forms.
I resist the urge to do that.
Yeah.
Oh, fun. That would not be good for anybody else in this little space.
Nope.
Strong of will. We'll fix it.
And like also,
You're the only one that hears this in your head.
And she's probably
Also,
got a
it's
blank
like
look on her
necrotic
face
damage.
sitting in front of Isaac while
it's
this is going on.
necrotic-like. Yep, just like that. And it's intelligent. And also, like, it's like, not the nicest play, but that doesn't mean that it, can't be a little nice. I mean, it's not always going to give to charity, but maybe one time.
Don't listen to him. My sword is not nice.
Maybe one time. And like, Liliana, are you listening to me? Liliana, he like snaps his finger. Liliana. 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 He like starts like tapping her slightly on the shoulder. Liliana, look, I know you're tired, but like maybe she's in a trance. She keeps talking. You know what?
Let me know when I'm done with that conversation while he's doing this. Or that intrusion.
Give Isaac an intelligence check for this. Yeah, she's probably in a trance. I mean, they do that. Elves do that.
About
So
now
like,
is where
I mean,
it ends.
I do trance.
She blinks a couple times and looks up at you, and she looks. There's a look of fear in her eyes.
I mean, I guess I'd be scared too if my trance only lasted 3 hours. If it normally lasts like 4 hours, it's like been an hour. So like,
Oh, Jesus.
She looks at you. It's what?
What? Hello, Liliana.
And
Did you get that?
Liliana? That bloodlust feeling. It's not so much that of a murderous feeling, but it's almost a primal. The best way I could put it is if you could tap into what elves were in their originality, how they felt on the hunt. That's the feeling you got.
Okay, you woke up at the beginning there.
Okay.
Something about wood elves.
Yeah. Ooh, sorry, thunder. that bloodlust is almost like the feeling of the original primal nature of the wood elves when they originated on their hunts.
Okay.
Slinger like looks really concerned and says, "What's wrong? What? Are you okay?" He kind of like shakes Liliana.
She'll look too and she'll nod. I'm all right.
What happened? You changed.
She glances down at the blade that's still in her hand. I'm
Yeah.
not sure yet.
And he turns and looks at Isaac. Isaac, what did you do? What didn't you tell her?
I didn't do anything. I told her exactly what the blade does. You know, it's an intelligent weapon. It's not exactly nice. Like, it won't give to charity all the time, but maybe one time she can cast like a spell that's like blink. You know, don't hit undead with it. Do not hit. You didn't hit undead with it, did you?
What do you mean it's not nice? Like he's in, like if he could get in his face right now, he'd be like grabbing
I
like
don't know. I don't know.
grab him by the tunic.
Don't know. I mean, don't get me wrong. The blade's intelligent, but I don't know too much about it. It's not exactly as nice. It's like how I used to be. Remember when I used to just do whatever, but like I wasn't evil? It's like that kind of.
He's
I know.
just staring up at him.
Slinger, it's all right. I know someone that I can talk to about this. But we should all probably get some sleep. We've had a long trek.
I don't.
I'll take first watch.
As you guys bed down for the night, Swordring. Okay, please.
You got it.
I'm on second.
I'm gonna watch with her.
Okay.
I'll take
Oh,
third.
God damn it.
I am not
Please, please.
not wounded or anything.
Sure. Go ahead and give me a perception as well.
Oh,
Alright.
good. Good, good.
It's all good.
Slinger, as you're kind of watching every once in a while you look over at Swordring and she starts to kind of nod off.
She's really hurt.
If she does, I'll let her.
Yeah. Eventually, you just kind of let it go, knowing the day that you guys have had, and just kind of let her nod off to sleep. As you watch the snow stays at a steady, heavy pace, it looks like it's probably going to be a pain in the butt the next day travel, but your watch does go uneventful.
When my watch is done, Gun, before I wake the next person, how high is the cave in here?
Maybe 10 feet high.
10 feet. He's just kind of, he's going to look at the whole layout, and I want to see if there's any place I can tie off the ends of the hammock in here.
Not really. I mean, you could probably squeeze it between a couple boulders, but.
All right, I'll deal with it, and then I'll wake up who's ever next on watch and just let her sleep.
Okay.
Next.
Second watch.
But I'm already awake. I'm just kind of sitting there, reading my book. Yeah. There you go.
Jesus Christ. Isaac, you're just kind of you're kind of getting that snow hypnotism.
Of course.
I love
Oh,
that.
God, that's always way too bright. It's way too bright.
But your watch does go. It carries over until it goes. I'll talk to you during break.
Gotcha.
All right, but your watch does go by uneventful. Third watch.
That'd be
I gotta wake up.
Ethan Claw.
You were taking third?
I did say earlier, yes.
Okay, then I will be taking fourth then.
Okay.
I could have sworn I said, whatever. Yeah, I'll just roll for it. Perception. These are really cool boots.
Okay.
I pulled out the boots.
All right, Ethan Claw, you do fall asleep, missing waking up Liliana. Liliana, you kind of instinctually wake up and find Ethan Claw snoring.
I would actually be awake when he went on to watch.
Yeah.
So I'm guessing I just noticed the fact that he's snoring.
Yeah.
Okay. With the days that we've had, I will let him sleep and just
No,
pick
no,
up watch.
no,
Okay.
no. You gotta let them through the hoops. No,
Go ahead and give me your
let 'em jump.
perception. Okay.
Mm,
Me and Slinger are on it.
Yes, you guys are.
No.
About halfway through your watch, as you're kind of making some of the fire, kind of keep it going to keep the warmth in there, you hear crunching footsteps outside, and it's leading down the pathway.
Like the direction we came from?
No, the direction you're going.
Like, okay, so it's coming from where we're headed.
Yeah.
Okay, who would be closest to me?
I'm awake.
We're all pretty huddled, aren't we?
Yeah, you're all pretty huddled.
Yeah.
Damn, we essentially have gotten a full rest, correct, sir?
Yeah.
We can kill anything and everything that's not better than us.
Isaac is awake, Liliana.
I'm gonna
You would
wave
know
my
that, huh?
hand at Isaac to get his attention,
Yes.
and I'm gonna point
Mhm.
for Sordrin as I reach over and I'm gonna shake Gunther awake.
Yeah, she's an elf. It's fine.
Okay. As,
Oh, I'm-
right. I go.
as,
over.
you
Yeah,
kind of, as you're kind of watching out the cave entrance, as you shake him awake,
Mhm.
you hear sniffing.
Sniffing?
Mhm.
Gunther looks
Okay.
like, what? Liliana.
I'm assuming you shook Sordrin, not just whispered her name.
Yes. Sunshine. As I'm like shaking her. Sunshine.
I'm going to. Damn it! I didn't get to finish moving my spells around. I will wait till after this. I'm gonna kind of crouched, like almost spider walking kind of thing.
Mhm.
I'm gonna go to the mouth of the cave. I'm gonna have my. You know what? In this close, I'm gonna have my sword in hand just in case.
As you kind of peek around the corner, out in there's no moonlight, but you can kind of see from your backlit the biggest fucking bear that you can imagine is just kind of sniffing around the mouth of the cave.
Sunshine. She's blinding.
And at that, we're gonna go ahead and take a break, guys.
Oh crap!
Oh,
So
make us murder a mother of four.
we will be
Okay.
back.
cubs.
We'll be back here in about 10 minutes, guys.
Oh, okay.
Take your potty breaks, get your snacks, and we
Yes.
will see you then.
Okay, go.
Alright.
back from break.
Yay!
Damn, had to go.
Yeah, excuses.
All right. Thanks, man. Back where we left off, Liliana, as you look out, you see a large bear that's kind of not really threatening, but it is sniffing around the opening of the cave.
Okay. I wish I'd got my spells switched up faster. I really do. So not threatening.
Mm-hmm.
Seemingly just poking around. Does it seem like it's wanting to come into the cave?
Yeah.
Or
And it kind of, as you're kind of watching it, it kind of stops sniffing. It looks up and and kind of looks in your direction.
I'm gonna sheathe my sword and hold out a hand towards it. Not getting close enough where it could eat me,
Mm-hmm.
but just close enough because I've had in the past good interactions with bears, and I'm assuming this is probably a brown bear.
Okay. Who else is awake?
Sordrin.
Morning,
Sordrin
right?
and Isaac and Gunther. Because I woke
Sordrin's like on her feet, crouched,
Okay.
watching what Liliana's doing.
Yeah. All right, Liliana, as you kind of generally reach out a hand, it walks towards you.
She starts speaking in Druidic, just to the kind of the rhythm of it, trying to hope this thing keeps calm and doesn't try to eat her.
Yeah, because it kind of gets a couple of feet into the mouth of the cave and kind of stops, and very strange behavior from a bear. Looks like it's wiping its feet on the stone.
Wait,
See,
like
it has-
floor mat?
Liliana's gonna look at that. Are there any distinct markings on this bear that I may have seen before?
Perception.
It's a nice bear. It's not a rude bear.
With that perception, there is it's a large brown bear, but there's a shock of white down the middle of its forehead.
Have I seen that on a bear before?
Nope.
DM, has Ethan Paul seen that on a bear or a
Are you still
person's?
asleep?
No, you said I wasn't awake. I apologize. Take that back.
Oh, I was just checking. I didn't know.
Well,
if somebody
you
woke
said
up.
you said
I
Isaac
woke
was awake.
Gunther.
Mhm.
Isaac was already awake, and he was next to Sordrin. So as I shook,
I don't know. I might be asleep. Not sure.
um,
I just work here.
that's kind of a strange pattern of fur for a brown bear. I'm gonna get a little closer and keep up in Druidic. I'm gonna ask it, who are you and why are you here?
Right as you say that, it starts to change form, and the form goes into a bearded dwarf with a beard that holds about mid chest, and it's got down the middle of it is a white shock. Ah, it's bloody fucking cold out there.
That it is.
Yes.
It's still in Druidic. She answers that it is. You care to warm yourself by a fire?
He kind of looks around. He goes, "Hey, I hope I'm not intruding, but yeah, I could just hey, that rum I smell."
Yes, we do have some left, and she'll
And he
stand back up and take him to the fire,
he kind of plops down right in front of the fire, cross-legged.
and she'll wave to Gunther that it's all right. He can go back to sleep.
Gunther watches him, obviously.
Mhm.
Isaac just waves at him. Hello, my name is Isaac Vane. I would show you Rockwell, but currently he's on a very important.
Opposite ends of the
And
spectrum.
this is Eyeless. And that's Aldrin. He waves at Aldrin.
Sordrin sits back down. She doesn't go back to sleep. She just sits down.
He kind of
What brings you to these parts?
cocks an eye at his shoulder and he goes, "Kind of a bit far from home, aren't you?"
Do you know?
She just sighs and she puts her head up.
What brings another druid up to these wretched fucking mountains?
We had an old enemy to take care of. Well, an old enemy in my mind.
Thinking there's a tale to be told there.
She gives him a little bit of a smile. A little bit of one.
And he kind
What?
of, he's like, well, it's we could share tales, but how about that rum?
She'll give him some of the rum that Slinger made up. Something's probably left over.
Yeah, he takes a big draught of it, and it kind of spills down his beard. Ah, I haven't had that in not a while. He goes. He kind of, he was licking the friggin' cup, man.
Should we fill it for him if there's any left?
My thing's less. So, tell me about this old foe. And he goes, oh, I'm sorry, how rude of me. And he offers his hand, and it's, Ragnar, the Grizzly is what they call me, but yeah, you can just call me Ragnar.
She'll reach out and take his hand. Liliana Moonbreeze.
Pleasure.
Isaac Crane.
And you're Isaac Crane,
Robin.
and you're far from home.
Don't forget Iris.
My name is Swordren.
Oh. Pleasure. And he looks between the dragonborns. You are? Big man?
Gunther.
Swordren's gonna tap Ethan to wake him up.
No, the gilded one.
Gunther Artrex.
What? What, Sojourn?
Wake up.
Why?
We
God
have
is
company.
What? Fight! He's gonna pull out his sword.
Be his and claw.
Ethan, I meant we actually have company.
Oh, it's just the dwarf, and he's gonna sheath his sword.
Whoa.
He kind of jumps up on his feet. Just
He's
a
bad
dwarf!
one.
Well, no,
He's a bad
I meant,
one.
I meant it in a way of dwarves are usually they'll kill you they'll kill you if they didn't mean to talk to you. But other than that, all the dwarves I've ever had the pleasure of talking to have been quite cheerful.
Or drunk.
Or drunk. I mean, there's been a few. I mean, who doesn't like a good wine?
He takes a big pull of the rum again. Well, that's a fair point.
Would you like to try some of... I did not mean to make fun of him. Would you like to try some of my cabbage wine? And he's going to take his backpack and grab the last little bit of cabbage wine. And he's like,
If
Swordren
he
shakes her head.
Liliana is
Isaac
shaking her head.
Yeah.
Swordren's shaking her head.
Yeah, Liliana, he looks at you and then Druid goes, is he fucking serious?
He is serious and it's downright awful. Response back in Druidic.
Drink.
if you don't want any, Ethan Claw is going to take it up, and a good wake up, he's going to chug the rest of it.
It's fine. The rum will do just fine.
If you change your mind, you may purchase more in a town called... Where are we from again?
Ethan,
There
shut up.
Yeah.
I'm
And
kidding.
Liliana, you kind of looking at him, he kind of sits down back there, and he's kind of in some ratty brown robes. Kind of brownish, grayish robes.
How long have you been out here?
What year is it again?
Oh, sweet baby Jeebus.
It's 91, isn't it?
93.
93.
Well, let's see. I came out to Grace Bynes. 47?
You've been living
That the number
on
of
the
the mine,
mountain. They don't number the mines. They label them by what
You don't
gems
know
they
that.
found first.
You know what? Why don't we ask the dwarf?
Uh,
Mr. Bear,
Mr.
do they
Bear.
number? Do they number the mines?
No, we don't number the mines.
Remember, it's me.
I met a clan of dwarves that
Oh,
named the
Stevie's over
mines
there
after
lost
what they.
in mine number 3.
I met a clan of dwarves that named the mines after what gem they found first.
That's more accurate in a way.
He's gonna elbow Isaac. See, take it from the guy that talks to all sorts of races. Yes, like
You know
igneous,
what?
except that's not a gem; it's a rock.
You don't know that.
I don't know. Would I know that name?
Give me nature.
I'm getting-
You know what?
I'm
Give me a
getting-
nature. Give me a
I'm
nature.
getting fact checked. You said it.
Yeah,
I know what I
He
said.
might be right. You know.
You know what? Okay.
That's
But
right.
in all honesty, don't take this the wrong way. If I needed any sort of rock or gem advice, I'd more likely take the dwarf's advice over a tiefling.
But of course, I'm not going to throw
in
gems.
Druidic, he turns to you and he goes, "They say what druids are crazy."
She gives him a nod and a knowing look at that.
Sordrin just sighs
Throw gems at
real deeply.
That's stupid. You know what you can do with diamonds? You could break them and revive people. You know what you can do with emeralds? That's right. Exactly what you think. And rubies, they don't taste like cherries.
What?
Shaking her head, she's gonna look back to the dwarf. So, what brought you out here for all these years?
Easy. Yeah. Well, you're familiar with what they call the gauntlet, eh?
Did he say the gauntlet?
Mm-hmm.
She's gonna nod.
Well, this shithole is my gauntlet.
She kind of cocks her head to the side. You've been on your gauntlet for. Out of character, what did he say? He said like 40 something?
47.
47 is when he came out here, so what, about 50 years?
Yeah.
You've been on your gauntlet for 50 years?
Well, no, I finished that 2 years ago. But the mountain was my final calling, so that's kind of where I'm at.
So you have a circle here.
The circle of one, yeah.
That's not really more of
I
a
think
circle,
that's
but
a
more of
circle.
a dot.
It doesn't seem like a circle. You know what seems like a circle?
Well, I mean,
3 people. That's
Now-
a triangle.
Druid is not really a calling for the dwarves. It's, I guess I'm kind of a odd duck. And then he turns into a duck.
I'm gonna remember that the exact setup how this duck looks for polymorph in the future.
Okay, sure. Then he turns
And
back.
I now have duck.
What are you gonna do?
Sure.
Chase somebody to death?
And he goes back to his dwarven form.
They never forget.
That's elephants.
You don't know that.
Actually, why did you become a druid?
Mhm. That is true, Mr. Slinger.
It was
Dwarves usually follow a different path.
agreed. I don't know. It's
He lost a bet.
no. That's,
Isaac,
Sometimes it chooses you.
The last is correct. It I felt a calling to the natural side of order.
well, if I don't say myself, that's quite refreshing.
I mean, you don't see it in this though very often either. Especially this far north.
It's fucking cold up here.
That's fair.
Don't like being here.
Well,
Can't wait to go home.
I repeat my earlier statement, Sordrin, you would not enjoy where I'm from this time of year.
You keep saying that, and I hope we never do. She just
Want
like
the
gives you
blanket
this
now, Soldier?
stare. What?
Do you want the blanket now? It's getting kind of cold.
Well, what about you? Aren't you cold?
No, I mean, it's fine. It'll be fine. I can control flames, so it like controls a little flame, and then it gets.
You
like,
can't control me, Ethan says to him.
She rolls her eyes. She just comes over and sits next to Isaac. Here, we can just share it. How about that?
Hey, buddy, Ravenclaw. Cast catnap on him.
I'm not willing.
Sorry.
Well, hold up.
Friends and
Wait. He's not a gentle creature.
Hold up. I would imagine the willing portion of would have to be willingly to fall asleep to the feeling of sleep. Odd or even?
Oh no.
Isaac.
You know what? Even.
All right. I do not fall asleep. I just yawn. What?
Fine. I guess my calming gesture isn't going to be cabbage wine for at least a gold.
You have cabbage wine.
I mean, not anymore.
You drank it and you didn't share.
Dude, be quiet. You could start an avalanche.
Liliana is literally just watching the two of them go back and forth, shaking her head, and then drops her head down.
The dwarf is kind of watching this go back and forth too.
What's an avalanche?
Sordran stands up. Both of you be quiet.
I can't be quiet. I'm Ethan Claw.
You hear that? Now we're in trouble.
It's not my fault.
Shh, Ethan.
Claw.
I will start calling you Ravenclaw, so help me God.
You don't know my middle name. You're not my mother.
And right about now, I imagine, Abel sticks his head out from inside of my cloak and caws.
Jesus Christ, a fucking bird.
She
I
goes.
know, they're being loud, aren't they? She reaches up and she starts like scratching at him.
Sordran goes, see, even
What?
the bird
Why am
wants you
I?
to be quiet.
Why am I to blame? The tiefling is the crazy one.
Shh.
You're the
She
one with
sits back down
sarcophagus
and
madness.
covers up with.
Share the blanket. It's freezing.
I will go into my bag, pull out my winter blanket, and toss it at Ethan Claw.
No, it smells like.
They're crying about freezing.
Oh, sure. He's a silver dragonborn, you moron.
Oh wow, bring race into this.
Oh, you had to play that card. Jesus Christ.
Oh my
You know
God!
what?
I
This
swear.
is literally what Liliana's doing.
By Shula's Bane. There you go.
Elbow resting on one of her cross legs, just.
By
Sordran
Shula.
gets up and goes to.
Why have we not gotten rid of the tieflings?
Mystic, what's the name of your bird again?
Abel.
Sordran goes over to Abel.
In her cloak, he just stuck his head out from behind her hair.
That's fine. She goes over to
He's
him.
cold.
You know what? I don't have to take this from you, Ethan Claw. I cast Spider Climb and I take my blanket to the roof.
See, you just stole the blanket from Sordran, and
Yeah.
now you're up there like
It's my blanket. You said share the blanket. It's my blanket. Now I'm going on the
Ethan
ceiling.
Claw's going
I
to take
sit
the
on the
blanket that he had been straightening out
What is Slinger doing during all this?
and given it to Sordran.
Well, nobody woke him up, so he's
Sound asleep.
Well,
sound asleep.
between
Glad that he-
Isaac and
glad that
Ethan
he's
Claw
missing.
yelling,
No, he's a young boy. He's sleeping. He needs his rest.
He drinks all the milk we buy from the store, so
Plus, he drank a whole bunch of rum.
you little alcoholic
he's-
Halfling. We
He's
love you dearly.
he's in an alcohol coma.
By the time Slinger's an adult, his liver's going to be just like Swiss cheese.
Dude, you're going to be on dialysis at 20.
You think I'm gonna live that long?
Oh God.
Hopefully.
you
All right,
better.
I'll have to-
Liliana has anything to say about it.
If Gunn has anything to say about it.
Hey, your next character better be twice as good as Slinger and almost as good as Isaac's.
Actually, Sordran is going to try to wake Slinger.
Get my blanket now. Ravenclaw.
If you shake him and call his name, his eyes kind of slowly open up, and he just looks at you bleary-eyed. What?
You know what? I'll just let you go back to sleep. Go back to sleep.
Does Slinger see me on the ceiling? Just staring at Ravenclaw?
And that's probably why he just turns over and goes back to sleep.
Yep.
Like, oh, these two.
Blanket now. Stupid dragon bones can't fly.
I'm gonna go try to find some breakfast then. I was
Okay.
gonna try to take Slinger with me, but he looks pretty dead to the world.
What time is it? Like, how long have we been sleeping?
It was pretty toward the end of.
Yeah, it was toward the
Watch,
end of the watch. Yeah, about halfway through. So
Okay. I mean, he would have probably woken up then.
yeah, Slager, as you kind of open a blurry eye, you kind of see that almost red orange of a dawn coming.
When he does, he just kind of looks around and then says, "Why is there a dwarf here?"
Well,
Liliana will look over at him and say, "It's all right, Slinger. He's a friend."
He'll sit up and then look towards the pot.
about the time that Ragnar actually refills his cup for a third time.
Ooh, Slinger eyes him at that.
Oh, great. You gave him a drinking, buddy.
Great, now Slinger's gonna mug him.
No, he's more like, "What are you doing drinking my rum?"
He's having Sordrin's share because she didn't drink any.
Isaac didn't either.
Well, once
So-
Sordrin forfeited, it became Slingers again.
That is fair.
So, what brings you up this particular path?
Well, I was tracking some footsteps and smelt some different smells, which kind of led me to you guys. Apparently, you guys aren't very good at walking on ice, eh?
Kind of quick
That's
glance over at Sordrin. Actually, we didn't come up that path.
No,
We're
there,
on our
there
way
were
round.
there were others that were ahead of you. It was probably a dozen people, beings, creatures. Not sure what they were.
What did they look like?
I don't know. I smelled them.
Did they have good body odor, bad body odor?
Rather, kind of a sulfurish stench.
How long ago did you smell them?
Wait,
It was
what?
probably
Isaac
the
loses
half
conscience.
dragons.
They were several hours ahead of you guys.
Sorry, dexterity.
It was probably the half dragons. Potentially.
Mm,
Can you show us the tracks?
well, I mean, with that snow, they're gone.
Probably gone.
Were there any real big footprints? Like really big?
I mean,
Like
Like-
really big.
Like full-size dragon.
no, nothing that big. I mean, if it was a half dragon like you mentioned, that's fairly sizable. But
What about a minotaur track?
no, I haven't seen. Last I seen Minotaur was 2 or 3 months ago.
Oh, what did he look like?
I don't know. I just seen the tracks.
He did not walk out of there.
Well,
I mean, I may be crazy, but I'm not stupid. I'm not going to mess with whatever that was. The thing
And
is-
she does. She looks at Slinger and looks at Ethan Claw. He did not walk out of there. He is not alive.
no, but see, there was other smaller tracks with it, but fucking kobolds
there were kobolds?
apparently, little greasy bastards they are.
They're fun to keep around.
Sure, yeah, I mean, put them in a catapult. They're always fun.
I mean,
I can do that.
into as it is.
So, what brings you to these heights? I mean, I didn't smell you coming, so it sure as hell smells it going.
I see what you did there.
No, we got here through a cave system and what seemed to be a drained well into roofing the Black's Keep.
He kind of startles at that. Why would you want to go to that cursed place? That's everybody stays away from there.
She says Boris Greege.
And he almost freezes in place and goes, "Why, in everything holy, would you even go after that cursed creature?"
I mean, it's fine.
We are part of a Liliana. Actions speak louder than words. Would you reveal it?
You don't know I have it.
You don't know you had the head.
You guys don't know I have the head.
Really?
Yeah.
I thought we were in the room when you wrapped it up.
I asked if anybody was paying attention to Liliana, and nobody was. I said you would have
Not at
gotten 5.5 tapestries.
I know that, but I figured we would have seen you shoving a giant head into the bag. But okay.
I was passed out.
And you were carrying him and focused on him and Gunther.
Well, then Nick called that.
So she'll they were, I'm not sure entirely who he was working for this time, but him and the Ghostface tieflings, the shadow hunters that he had with him, attacked us and took something very valuable, and then proceeded to attack our home and hurt those that we cared about.
That seems to be his typical way of operating.
She nods. We came to retrieve the item and ensure that he would not hurt them again.
So, let me understand this. You went to the keep to find Border Screech. So, I'm assuming that you're running for your lives.
She shakes her
No,
head.
he's dead.
Kind of looks at Isaac on the ceiling.
No, I fell off.
Oh, you fell off? Okay.
When he said smells of sulfurous, he lost concentration.
He is dead.
I mean, I might be an old dwarf, but come on.
She's gonna stand up and she's gonna go grab her bag, carry it over, sit back down,
That killed him.
open it up, and she's gonna pull out a bloody wrapped up tapestry.
Hopefully.
And she's gonna open it up. And there's his head. Because that's what I checked in the other room to make sure that his head was still there.
By all the gods.
Wait, did your mom?
Put that wretched thing away.
Yep, she wraps
Did
it
your
back up and
mom
stuffs it back
ask
in the
for it?
bag.
I mean, did your mom ask for it like she asked for my dad's head?
Carradwin is not my mother.
Well, if you truly killed Boris Greege, and the gods have blessed you.
Just Alice. And Baishula points to Gunther. Gunther nods.
Especially if he kind of looks at Gunther over. Warrior Baishula walked away from that intact.
No, he died. I revived him. Yeah, he's good. He just looks at Isaac.
Then, yes, you truly have the gods on your side. Well,
Liliana was kind of smiling, kind of softly towards Gunther, because she knows who guided him back.
As bad as it sounds, Master Dwarf, if you live long enough and you defeat so many of the same enemy, it seems that he tended to just got in the realm of being too cocky, if you understand what I mean, and he just underestimated.
He kind of strokes his beard and he goes, "Boy, how old are you?"
Probably a lot younger than you. No offense.
Then take it.
age difference and so on.
In
How
the
old are you, Ethan Claw?
How rude of you to ask me.
20. He's
Such a
22.
lady.
Oh, now we're bringing sex into it.
he goes, no,
Three.
I'm 30.
in the years that I've traveled this world to educate you, young lad, Horace Screech had a certain appetite for followers of Baishula. And last to my knowledge, news travels a little slow up here. He had slain 75 of them.
Wow. Out of curiosity, he technically did kill Gunther, so did that make that total 76?
By technicality.
Yeah, because I revived him.
Liliana's gonna reach over and whack Ethan Claw on the arm.
Gunther just gives you a stare, I assume.
I've been in logistics for years. Facts have to be kind of straight.
I mean, no offense to you, my large silver friend, but yes, technically he is correct. But
Technically, no. He's dead. I'm alive.
that's the end of the tale, yeah. I mean,
Minotaurs don't have tails.
He just kind of looks in awe. He's kind of processing. He's like, that's well. He kind of takes off his backpack and he goes, "Well, least I can do is offer you two things. One, he starts digging out
Breakfast.
breakfast. Yeah, he starts. There's some dried meats and stuff like that. He's got a couple of like
Perfect.
odd looking eggs, but they're eggs nonetheless. The other is maybe I can lead you at least to the Dwarven Fortress at the end of the grayscales.
Is it what's the general territory's name that Gashak has oversees as governor?
The Eastern Marches.
Is it how close is it to the Eastern March?
Well, Chandakul is. What's the Eastern Marches?
You've heard of Fabia, Pabia, Variskali.
Yes, it's
How close that region is technically the Eastern March.
He kind of strokes his beard a little more. It's right due east of Ryrus, I believe, is the name of the town.
Ryrus? Oh, okay. So that's okay. See, we came in through the Barrow Fins, so it's little. I mean, treacherous journey coming in, about the same going out.
What Ethan Claw means is we would be honored if you would guide us.
Well, yes, I just wanted to get the general sense of location.
At least,
Arthur looks at him real quick. Says, "You said Dwarven Fortress. If there's just one of you in your circle, how many are at the fortress?"
it's a very large. They have a very large operation there. There's probably 2,000-3,000.
Dwarves, gnomes, varying races.
Mainly dwarves.
It's a lot of dwarves. All druids? Or
No,
various professions?
mostly miners.
I mean, I'll be honest, no offense to again Master Dwarf, but if I came into a group of 100 dwarves and there wasn't at least one miner, I'd be very surprised.
I mean, I'd be surprised. But Sondakol is one of our main platinum mines.
Ooh.
What do you make there?
It's a platinum mine, Isaac. They mine.
That doesn't mean they make platinum.
They don't make it. They mine
I mean,
it.
for all you know, they just call it platinum mine.
No,
Actually, it's a good point.
they ship a lot of it out to various countries to, I'm assuming, mint coin.
God.
I mean, there is some.
Do you have any? Gunther, we could get you a platinum statue.
I mean, there's various artisans, blacksmiths, and kind of a typical of brothers, I guess. And he starts kind of cooking up the breakfast, and the smell of it kind of wafts throughout the cave.
Well, if you would be willing to show us the safest path down, that would be much appreciated.
That's the least I can do for especially the lot that killed Boris Screech.
While that's going on, Slinger and Swordren basically headed out to go hunting.
Yeah, I'm assuming we're either just walking around or standing in front of the entrance.
Oh, no, Slinger started walking.
Oh, well, she followed Slinger, so.
All right. Here we go again.
Great. We know how this fared last time.
We had rations. Why did you have to leave?
Enemy perception, survival, and dex saves.
We're avoiding snow arrows.
Do you want it from both of us?
From both of
or
you.
Just one. Okay. Okay. Perception, survival, and you said dex save.
Mm-hmm.
Jesus.
At least the deck saves were good.
All right, well.
My dex save's great.
As you guys get about 20 yards from the cave entrance, you're kind of heading down to the along the trailway. You both happen to step on a large patch of ice and start sliding towards the precipice of the cliff. But with those dex saves, you catch each other, and instinct kicks in. You drop to your butts and plant your feet, stopping your sudden descent.
Slinger looks over with a smile.
Maybe we should go back to the cave.
Is there no other way to go?
Yeah, the trail moves south, but you're hemmed on one side by a sheer face that kind of moves up and away, and then you have the precipice of the cliff on your left-hand side.
Okay, but I mean, we're going to have to go this way anyway, yes?
So you're going to have to go that way anyway, yeah.
And we have Gunther in full armor and...
So it's going to be real fun.
Okay.
Great.
That's why a guide is awesome.
What's the distance, Gun, that we'd have to travel?
You are to get to Shondacle.
No. Like this stretch of treacherous...
From what you can tell, it kind of... Your viewing range... looking at maybe 300 yards to the kind of on a downward slope, and then it breaks off to the right.
Okay, all right. So is this the worst of the stretch?
From what you can tell.
Okay. The reason I ask, I want to take out the hammer and piton and find a suitable spot where I can hammer it in and tie a rope off.
Okay.
So that.
Yeah, you kind of climb your way back up, and the face.
Okay, I'm thinking for more on the way down.
Yeah, facing you kind of pace off enough to where you can do a piton.
Yeah, I mean, Gunther's as dexterous as an anchor, so.
Yeah, and you kind of space out a few pitons to kind of at least give you guys a leadway.
Once I finish that, I'll just look to Swordren. I don't think we're going to have much luck hunting, so I guess we should head back.
Probably not. We'll just probably have to do rations.
I guess. Well, We'll hunt when it gets better.
Yeah,
Yeah.
the altitude you guys are at are probably about 9,000 feet. So there's not a whole lot of wildlife in that area, other than probably large predators and, well, in the summertime, probably reptiles that are sunning themselves. So
We'll head back.
Yep.
okay. Liliana eventually, Sordran and Slinger enter the cave.
She lets out a small sigh of relief seeing them come back in.
Their butts are kind of a little damp from snow.
That's so true.
We
Say
killed a
again?
big elk,
Sorry.
but we couldn't bring it back. It was too heavy.
That's so true.
That's bullshit, Slinger.
Where did you kill it at?
It was down the trail a bit. It was really big.
That makes sense.
You'll have to show us
I mean,
where.
they're going up a hill.
Elk
Not
is really
good to
good
leave
meat. You didn't like at least get like 10, 15 pounds of it?
Sergeant's just gonna be quiet. She's like,
Well, then it was really icy and it slid off the edge of the cliff. It's gone.
That makes sense.
Sounds about right. Dang, it's a good thing you didn't endanger yourselves.
oh, we went down a little bit, so we tied a rope. So when we go down, we're good. Trying to change the subject.
Ragnar is kind of finishing up cooking. Oh, that's good thinking. Yeah.
I don't understand why you didn't grab like 5 to 10 pounds of it. It's really good meat. Wait, ice.
It slipped off the cliff.
Right off the cliff. Right off the
Right.
cliff.
I'm surprised. That probably explains why your butts were wet, because you guys didn't want to fall off as well.
Naturally.
Sorgan grabbed the hoof, but it was too heavy.
Yeah.
Naturally. Probably 3-4 times as much as Gunther.
Liliana kind of
Nice.
sits forward. Might be
Gunther
able to
just looks
retrieve
at
it for
you.
you if you can tell me where it went off at. I want to try something.
You could turn
Because
into
she
an elk.
believes him wholeheartedly with a 10.
You could turn into an elk if you saw it. This is a good idea. More opportunity to expand her repertoire. As Ethan just puts his hand out on her shoulder.
20 of elk.
Oh, well,
When you live as far north as I do.
well, I think, if I remember correctly, out of character,
No,
the GM
it's a
said I've
really
seen this.
long drop. Like, really
Yeah.
long.
Well,
Oh, that won't be a problem. As Liliana goes about eating.
Sounds like it.
No, you wouldn't have to explain anything. I know a spell called polymorph. I could turn myself into a giant eagle, and I could go down there and grab it.
Out of character,
I
have you
could
seen it?
fly, but I
Gunn said it was canon earlier.
No.
Mm-mm.
You
No,
have
I'm
to see me.
holding the GM to it. He said Ethan could turn into a giant eagle.
Has Ethan Claus seen a giant
Yeah.
eagle, though?
Have I seen a giant eagle?
Probably not.
That discussion,
You know,
Why
was
does the DM say canon
with
stuff
other-
and
with-
not?
that was with other stuff mixed in, so.
Okay, what's the biggest thing I remember seeing creature-wise? Because I know where you're going. Flying.
Flying?
Yes.
Abel.
Quick note. DM is
The sergeant just
lying
comes over and
ass.
goes, so food.
She proceeds to finish dishing out
Yeah.
what we cook.
Yeah, Ragnar's kind of helping dish out into your guys' mess kits and stuff, so.
Thank you, food.
I mean, if I had time to rest, I could cast fly. We could get it, but you guys, I mean, it sounds like a hell of a fall.
You know, there's a lot more caribou out there. I mean, we could hunt again. It's really easy.
Did you shoot
Yeah.
a caribou or an elk?
It was an elkaboo.
That sounds crazy. Just like that time we ran into those ladybugs.
Have I ever heard
Have
of
I
an
ever
elk?
heard?
Isaac has.
Oh, with a 21, but
Sergeant has her hand over her face.
Liliana, you're
What a
like,
really
Isaac has.
what?
oh, what?
Yes, an elkaboo. They're a mythical creature that hunts those that lurk in the giant mountainous areas of the
With a
wilderness.
15,
Yeah.
have I heard of an elkaboo?
Slinger
I know
nods
it's bullshit.
emphatically after Isaac says that. He just starts nodding and smiling.
I know it's bullshit, right?
Yeah. But Isaac fully believes it.
So at this point in time,
I
can
fully
me
believe
and
it.
her put two and two together that maybe they're full of shit?
Yeah, that Slinger's probably full of shit right now.
Hold on, there you go.
Slinger, if you can
Yes.
show me where it went off the cliff, actually, it shouldn't be too hard. There'll probably be a trail of some kind. I could easily retrieve it, and then we won't have to hunt again.
Elkaboos
waste
don't
of the
bleed.
meat.
I think we have more pressing matters than to worry about a kill. I mean, the
If
fate of
it's
the
on-
world is
If it's on the way, I
before
can
us.
retrieve it fairly quickly. She kind of gives you a sly smile, catching on the bullshit.
Yeah, they are. Elkaboos
Swordren,
don't bleed. Crazy. They're incapable of it.
Swordren has
That
her
they
hand over her
are.
face. Just a slight chuckle escapes her lips.
So, when are we leaving?
Eat up, because we'll leave as soon as you finish eating.
Singer, I just have one question. Are you sure it fell off the cliff? Because if it didn't fall off the cliff, we may be suffering dire travel situation.
Right over the edge. Right over the edge.
Isaac,
Thank God, the only thing that can kill them is gravity.
I
We might
think
have
it's
said
gone. There's a lot of predators around, so we
Isaac-
probably won't be able to retrieve it again. So we're good.
Isaac, it's not real.
Mm-hmm. It has to be real. I know it to be
It's
real.
not,
Just like
my
stone.
friend. It's not.
I don't know. You don't sound too sure of yourself. I insider. She's lying.
100% truthful.
She has to
He's being
I don't believe you.
100% truthful. The's no such thing, my friend.
be. He's inciting the fact that he believes you're lying. He's not inciting to see if you're telling the truth. He's just inciting to see if you're trying to.
Nope,
you're
she's
trying
being
to stop him
truthful.
from believing.
She's being completely truthful.
I can't
with
feel
her
better.
statement.
Not until every one of them is dead. I have to stop.
Well, you know what, my friend? I can guarantee you, it was one of a kind.
Liliana,
She
you
might
see
be right, guys.
Liliana, you see Ragnar digging into his pack, and he pulls out basically an ice pick or an ice axe, and several links of rope, and he's muttering himself.
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna say in Druidic to him that he was making it up. They're just playing back and forth, seeing if they can't get Isaac to believe it.
I mean, you
Soldier. May have killed the last one. Congrats.
know, it is now extinct.
Yes, I think you're muted.
The Okaboo is now extinct.
Say thousands
yeah,
of people.
That's
if not
what she tells
millions.
to Ragnar. This is not the first time that this has happened.
I'll have to tell you about the story of Stonewell one day. He's not extinct, unlike the Elkaboo. He'll never be.
Swordren finished eating her food.
And after a while, you guys finish eating, and he kind of gathers you guys at the mouth of the cave. Now, I understand. And he looks at Slinger. I understand that you essentially put up a safety net. It's good thinking. We're going to have a second set, and he holds up the ice axe. We'll leave it with this. I will need you to bind yourselves together. That way, if somebody falls, it's easier to catch them from if they go over a side.
Slinger looks at Gunther. Looks at the dwarf.
Gunther
Looks at
looks
Gunther.
you.
Looks at the dwarf and just shakes his head emphatically.
I mean,
He doesn't want to be attached
to
to
be fair.
Gunther. We would all die.
Maybe we should do it this
There you
way.
go, Gun.
Maybe we should attach myself and Gunther together, and then the rest of you.
There you go. Was it wisdom, or did you want something else?
Oh, that's fine. God damn it. It's fairly convincing, but yeah.
Is that like 3 or 4? Was that like 3 or 4?
Yeah, 3 or 4, and you got a rudimentary drawing of what you think one looks like.
Kind of. It's an informative piece.
Where do you come up with this?
You're muted again.
Oh shit!
You haven't unmuted.
Where do you come up with this?
All right. And the dwarf kind of looks at you as you shake your head emphatically, Slinger, and goes, "The funeral."
Why don't we do it where Gunther and myself are tied together, and then the rest of you?
How about Gunther's in the back?
I mean, if he's in the back and he slips, he'll slide right into us, and they will fall just like the.
What?
DM Liliana's gonna take the rope, and she will tie herself to Gunther, and away from the others. So
This is redonkulous. I love it.
hey, I've got two options, and if things go bad with Gunther, I might be able to at least slow us.
This is true.
All right, well, Sordra will take out her rope and tie it and then hand it to somebody else. Whoever's going to be standing behind her.
Okay.
I'll grab a hold of it as well.
I don't have any rope.
You're supposed to tie it to yourself, Ethan.
Oh. Yes, it'll go to tie a knot. I don't know if I'm good at proficiently tying knots or not.
Sorjan goes back there and ties the knot for him.
He's got it kind of like it's probably like a knot, but you probably notice it's not around it. Wait, never mind. Is that good?
Yeah.
Sorjan shakes
Ragnar kind of walks down the line, checking those that are tied together, checking the knots. Yeah, he makes some adjustments, but yeah, feel a little more secured.
When he walks away, I untie mine.
Okay.
And I hold the rope kind of like around my waist so that if I do slip, I'll have a hold on it.
Sure.
I'm not tying it around me.
Right. Gotcha.
You would not be tied to Gunther. Gunther and I are the only two that are
No,
tied
I
together.
get it. I get it.
Okay.
I'm still doing what I did.
All right. As you guys start trekking out, he expertly uses it kind of walks closer to the away from the cliff face or the cliff edge to the rock face. And uses the ice axe kind of lead you guys along, and he'll stop. He stops every once in a while. Warns you not to put your foot here or there due to slick spots. But you guys do travel through the day, and up this high, it takes a toll on some of you guys that aren't used to traveling at high altitudes. It's cold, it's miserable, but you guys do find another small cave set camp. Just for the sake of brevity, you guys travel for another 3 days. And right about sunset of the third day, you see the rolling smoke in a kind of a valley ahead of you guys. That's Bishandaku.
It's tiring out here.
You get used to it, lad.
I'm
Sordran's
not
not
resistant to
doing great.
this.
At all. I mean,
Yeah,
she's
my-
being underground.
Getting warmer, right, DM?
A little bit, yeah. It's not near as cold, but yeah.
Out of curiosity, Master Dwarf, are there any cobblers there?
Yes.
Okay.
DM
Mhm.
assume or with the cold and whatnot being what it is, it's not as cold as if you were further north, right?
Right.
So it's not affecting me as badly.
No, you guys, just general knowledge, you guys have been moving kind of at a westerly or southwesterly direction, so.
Sordran's just happy it's starting.
Oh, no,
There you
no,
go,
you
John.
didn't.
He did. He's been thinking about it because he's heard stories of Sally telling him not to do that when it would get cold. But he
Who is traveling behind Isaac?
I'm in the front.
Unfortunately, Slinger.
I think Gunther and I are behind the rest of the group.
No, Slinger's behind Isaac.
Slinger, as Rocknar is talking to Liliana, you see Isaac behind Gunther gingerly stick his tongue out and stick it to Gunther's armor. He is now stuck.
You see the biggest smile you've seen on Slinger's face.
I'm assuming I'm in front of Gunther,
sometime.
Yeah.
talking to him, so I don't know this. So I'm guessing we're proceeding forward now.
Ethan's kind of. I'm behind Sojourn because I was going to. Sojourn, where's Sojourn?
I'm in the front. I'm in the very front.
Okay, so I wouldn't see this. Dang it! I was going to have a silence his golden moment.
Yeah. So, Gunther, give me a perception.
What?
Yeah, okay. Yeah, I'd love to. There you go. It'll roll eventually.
Alrighty then. Gunther
I'm
just
casting. I'm casting.
Okay.
Go ahead, Gunther. Finish what you're gonna say.
As the party begins to move down into the valley, Gunther is basically dragging Isaac behind him by his tongue.
Isaac, keep up, okay? You're dragging the rope.
I'm just gonna set that down. There's no way.
Okay. So what is Slinger casting?
Mage hand.
Hey, what are you doing with it?
Oh, he's gonna totally mess with Isaac. He's gonna like grab the back of his shirt and like pull him back, and then push him forward, and then pull him back. And push him forward.
No, the alcohol.
Isaac, you're basically a yo-yo by your tongue.
He's walking the Isaac.
And he's laughing the whole time. The whole time.
I don't even know if this is something that I would notice at all, considering I'm walking. Well, I'm walking right in front of Gunther.
Realize it.
Who cares? It's out of character gold.
This continues on for about an hour.
Oh.
But
Isaac's poor
as
tongue.
the temperature slightly starts to warm, your tongue does come free, though, right as the mage hand pulls you back.
I'm going to have to tell Sally that's what happens. She'll never see it coming. Crazy story.
I'll be that guy, but like out of character, medical profession, tongue attached to something cold like that, plus the stress. Would you have trouble talking for a while?
Yep.
I mean, it sounds perfect to him. To everyone else, it doesn't.
Like, your mouth is numb, kind of talking.
Yeah, that's exactly how it comes out.
Everybody stops and turns to Isaac. You okay, buddy?
Mm-hmm. Uh-huh. Luzon.
Slinger,
Gunther just looks up. What's wrong, Isaac?
Slinger, as you cut, there's like all bit of flesh on the back of Gunther's armor.
Oh God, that is just wrong. Now Slinger feels guilty.
It's not on the tip of the tongue anymore.
Isaac, are you okay? You're talking weird.
Yes, I mean.
What?
It's fine. I use this. I cast tongues on myself.
That's not what you're saying.
I don't think this is
Like, we have no idea what you're saying.
It's okay.
So, he like puts his hands up and then he touches you, Sword, and he casts tongues on you. And now you understand any spoken language you hear.
You're
It still
really
sounds muffled.
language. Can I even understand what he's saying? It's not even a language.
Exactly.
Says.
She just looks at Isaac with her hands up, like, I still don't understand what you're saying. Oh,
Just
I
starts
understood.
reintroducing himself.
Isaac Rain. I understood that.
Mm-hmm.
What else?
Isaac, are you all right?
What happened? Why are you talking like this?
Tell her what you did, Isaac. Tell her what you did.
He looks to Slinger, just nods. And he starts doing the motion of being
Step
pulled
around Gunther, and I'm
backwards.
going to look at
And
Isaac.
then-
Is there any noticeable swelling or anything?
Yeah,
Well, yeah, his tongue
is so swollen that it can barely contain. It's like sticking out of his mouth a little.
Slinger just
He
finally
thinks about it. He thinks about it.
he finally just puts his hand up to Isaac to be quiet.
I'm gonna cast Cure Wounds on
He stuck his tongue on the back of Gunther's armor. And he just points at the back of Gunther.
Why?
Gunther
Is
tries
it
to look on his armor, but can't. Is he able to talk, or is it still muffled with that?
No,
cure?
you're able to talk after she.
Ah. Well,
Yeah,
you see,
just
Sally
hand
told
on
me
either
never
side of
stick
his
your
cheek
tongue
to
on
kind
a
of
cold
focus it.
item.
And so you did.
I mean, I wouldn't. I mean, Rockwell needs to know this information for scientific journals.
And Liliana does just this. She just
Mm-hmm.
and she sighs and she turns around and starts walking again with Gunther.
Yeah, Sorkin
doesn't
just
know how to-
scratches her head and just continues. Continues on.
I wish Rox was here for all this.
No, and
Oh.
always one person of our group is always gone. Which
I'm
like
sure
that
when
with.
yeah,
It's recorded for me. So.
yeah, I'm sure once he watches this, he's gonna be like, "Oh my god, really?"
I hate you guys.
So after this, do we make it to the Dwarvens?
You do.
I hope so.
There are a pair of, as you guys crest into the valley, it's set inside into the mountain is a large walled fortress. Seeing Rocknar with you, they speak to him. And anybody speak Dwarven?
I do
Nope.
not.
I mean, how
Oh
long? has
well,
this
to
been
be
since I
fair,
cast tongues?
Isaac. Yeah.
You've had a yeah, it's probably gone. Now,
Oh, okay. Well, we're good. No, I don't.
No.
Okay.
I speak Infernal. Is he speaking Infernal?
No, he speaks to the couple of guards who are kind of questioning him in Dwarven. But they nod and open the gates, and he goes, walks up to Liliana and offers his hand. This is where I leave you.
She gives him a bright smile. Thank you for your help.
Good luck to you, you folks.
Sordran actually gives him a bow.
If you ever need anything, we make our home in Fairbeer.
Just ask for the Ravens Alliance.
Don't stick your tongue to metal.
I could have told you that one.
Well, you didn't.
Liliana just closes
Then
her
again,
eyes and
Sally did.
shakes her head slowly to herself.
He's done it. He's a man who's done that before. I can tell.
And they usher you into the city.
Wait. Oh, sorry. My tongue wasn't on her.
So you guys kind of, as you enter, the smell of blacksmithing, hot metal, and the clank is resounding throughout the area. There's dwarves coming and going. Some push ore carts. Walk by a couple of like small bazaars that are selling various wares from weaponry, armor, knickknacks.
Anyway.
Kind of showing off their wares and the skill in their artistry. You pass a couple of inns in the area, and you're kind of free to kind of do what you want to do.
Perfect.
Liliana, Can I have a little bit of gold? I legitimately have none because I keep it on me and then it goes missing. So I think it's best to keep it on you. Plus, if you think about it, yes, we found the gold in that little locks box thing, but it could have been Boy Scrooge's stash. We all kill Boy Scrooge. So I need some gold.
I don't know if it's a good idea for you to carry gold if you keep losing it.
Well, I don't keep losing it. Just it keeps disappearing. Well, all right. How about this? Why don't you,
losing?
Why don't you come with me to a place and I have some purchases I need to make? I need to see a cobbler about these boots, and he's gonna hold up the fruffy boots.
The fruffy?
Yeah, the fucking fruffy boots.
Look, someone's tongue got stuck on. He's just mimicking him.
Okay.
They're kind of tight.
DM, about what time of day did we get here?
It's just right after sunset.
Okay. She'll turn to the rest of the group and say, all right, I will go with Ethan Claw and see about a cobbler. Do you guys think you could find us a place to stay for the night? We'll head out for home in the morning.
I'm on it. Isaac
you know
runs
where
to a
we'll
tavern.
be.
Have somebody meet us back here.
Okay, I'll come back in an hour.
All right, an hour it is. And I will, out of the bag, I will make sure that Slinger probably has, say, give him 100 gold, just to make sure that he's got some for room and board for all of us for the night.
That should be enough.
She'll not. I'm not sure. I haven't had very many interactions with doors, but. And if any of you need anything. And she leans down to Slinger and whispers, I just don't trust him with gold. He seems to lose it a lot.
He's very clumsy.
She kind of gives you a very slow nod.
If by clumsy, out of character, if by clumsy you mean sticky fingered halfling, then yes.
Yeah, you know.
That's out of character knowledge.
Clumsy.
And I will go with Ethan Claw to see if we can find a cobbler for him.
First dwarf that I see. Is there one near us when we enter? I'm assuming it's a dwarf for that.
Yeah. As you guys travel, you see a kind of a sign on the kind of crossroads. One, they kind of point in the way of North Abbott Way. It's near an outcropping of runes carved stone. The inn is a single-story building of timber and brick walls with dwarf wrought iron tables and chairs. Accommodations consist of a mezzanine with several wooden cots. Small stable behind the inn has rooms for horses. This is kind of a little ways in. It's called the Half Full Mug.
A full mug?
Mm-hmm.
I like that name. That's a good name, DM. Props to the DM.
You're not getting a discount.
Very optimistic sounding name, so I'm okay with that.
As you enter, the innkeeper's behind the bar. She's a female dwarf dressed fairly extravagantly. And she's kind of speaking with one of the patrons. There.
Head up.
And she kind of speaks to you guys in the tongue that you guys heard at the gate.
I'll hop up onto one of the bar stools and stand.
I had a spell for this, but
Do you
wait,
speak?
Singer.
Do you speak? Well, he just stops talking and looks over to Isaac. What?
I can make you understand that language.
Okay.
Mm-hmm. I twinkle my rod and then I give them tongues.
Okay. Are you just going to stand there, or are you wanting to order something?
2 rooms with 2 beds in one and 4 beds in the other, and meals and a lot to drink.
The rooms will be a gold apiece. And
Okay.
how many nights are you looking for?
Just one night.
Very well, a meal, dinner and breakfast come with it, of course.
Okay. He gives her 4 gold.
He pockets it and hands you a pair of room keys, and kind of points you in the direction of the rooms. Which is, it's a, like I said, a single story, so the rooms are kind of towards the back of the inn. Kind of just wooden doors.
I'll pocket 1 key and find the room that has 4 beds in it.
Okay. Yeah, it's easy to find.
Okay. I'll just look to Isaac. This is our room.
Okay.
So pick
Perfect.
whatever bed you want.
That one right there. I point to a chair.
That's the best one in here.
I mean, clearly. I mean, look at it. He like goes over and just like moves it around. It's brown.
And you can put it anywhere you want, which is really good.
That's right. I put it on the table.
That should be
Is
safe.
it stone?
No, the beds are fairly
No,
well.
the chair.
Oh, the chair? No, it's a wooden chair.
Okay. Okay. Yeah, he puts it on the table. I can see the whole room.
Slinger just gives him a thumbs up and a nod. Like, good job.
Thanks, man.
How hard was Isaac dropped on his head?
And how many times? I will head out and make my way down, and I'll see if I can grab a table that will sit our group of 6.
Okay. Yeah, you're able to find one. There's a variety of patrons around the area. They're kind of intermingling, talking to each other, having meals, normal tavern-y type things. But you do find kind of a long table where you can sit. It's got benches on both sides.
Yeah, we'll grab it.
After a while, the tavern maid comes and, can I take your orders, please?
We'll take whatever you're having for dinner, and what do you have to drink?
Well, our special tonight is roasted grouse and leek, and it comes with a tankard of bitter.
Okay, that'll be good. Who's with us now? It's Isaac. Is Gunther and Sordrin with us as
Yeah.
well, or?
Yeah,
with me.
Sordrin's with you guys.
Okay.
She's got her cloak pulled down low.
Could we get
What did she say?
a pitcher of water too?
Of course.
And Slinger just looks at Isaac and says, "She said there's fish for dinner, and we're gonna have ale as well."
Oh my god.
Fish for dinner.
He's not gonna know.
He's like back home. He won't know.
And then I'll look to Sordrin and I'll say, "Can you keep an eye on him? Because I have to go wait for Ethan Claw and Liliana."
She nods. Yeah.
Nods at you too. We'll keep an eye on him.
And I'll head out. And since I'll probably have a little bit of time, Gun, I'll kind of scope out the city a little bit.
Oh God, he's gonna steal from the dwarves.
And yeah, see if there's any potential,
Oh,
Goods, yeah.
Ethan doesn't have any money, so you're shit out of luck.
I'm Jones and Gun. I'm Jones, and it's been a while.
As you're making your way, you do see a small stall that has small platinum figurines of, animals, humanoids.
I'll look for is there a bear?
Sure, yeah, there's a bear.
Okay. Yeah, I'll mage hand, and I'll make my way towards the stall, and I'll send the mage hand out to grab the platinum bear.
Okay. Anyway, just for SNGs, give me a sleight of hand. Okay, that's good enough. You're able to get it, and it floats into you kind of keep your hand low, and it floats into your open hand.
Like I said, I'll kind of scope out the city a little bit just to get the lay of the land, and then I'll go back to where I'm supposed to meet with Liliana.
Okay. Liliana, you see Slinger come kind of through the crowd.
Did we were able to find the cobbler fairly easy?
Yeah, you're able to.
Oh, man, I didn't even get to talk to him. We were in out so fast.
How long do we need to wait for the?
They tell you that it's going to cost 15 silver to make the appropriate changes to the boots. To be able to keep the more intricate work to it intact, but they can do it within a day. So
I'm going to ask him how much to dye the fur.
An additional 20 gold or 20 silver. I'm sorry.
Do you have access to a pink or yellow dye?
Of course.
I would like the tassels to be yellow and the string. Is there a string and tassel on it?
It's more like leather straps and buckles.
Okay. He's like, I'd like the leather to be yellow, and can you dye the buckles pink, like a rose gold?
You want to ruin this very nice silver with ink.
It's not it's not ruining
it.
it.
The dwarven cobbler kind of has a disgusted look on his face, like, how dare you?
So does Liliana.
I'm like, it's not ruining it. It's a fashion accessory.
Why don't you get some Uggs too?
Out of character, I kind of see why I get mugged by Slinger now.
Yeah, he's like, well, if you've got the coin, I'll do it, but I'm not real happy about it.
Why don't we just stick with resizing them, Ethan?
How hard would it? It can't be that hard to apply the dye, right?
It's not that hard, but it's he almost looks like he wants to retch.
Well, you know what? If it would make you and you happy, he'll point at Liliana at him and like, can you just size them to my feet?
Yeah, very well. And he takes some measurements and jot some notes down, but he does, yeah.
And he said 15 silver?
Yeah.
Are you sure you don't want to make them pink?
As he
Liliana turns and leaves after passing over the 15 silver.
All right. And he takes the silver and he takes the boots and he reiterates that it'll be ready by the morning. So
thank you, Master Dwarf.
And as you guys live in the shop, you see Slinger kind of meandering down the lane.
I will call out to him and wave Slinger as waving to get his attention. Make my way over to him.
Yeah, he'll make his way down.
Okay.
And he'll take the bear out and say, I got you something.
She'll smile. What is it?
Oh,
And
Liliana.
just holds it up. You see a little platinum bear.
She'll smile and she'll take it. Thank you. And kind of look it over.
Stolen goods.
Right?
She doesn't know this.
Wait till the city guards find you. Life of crime doesn't pay, Liliana.
She'll smile at him and say, thank you. It's beautiful.
You see, he smiles up at her.
And look down at him and say, were you able to find an inn?
Yeah, we have 2 rooms, and I ordered food, so it's probably waiting for us.
Meanwhile, back at the inn, Sordrin,
Yes.
I would like you to give me a perception check, please.
You got it, boss.
Like, what do you think we should do?
You're her
Hmm.
boss.
Wow, really, sort of. Okay, you don't notice it.
She is hunkered
I mean-
down in that hood. She sees nothing.
Isaac, are you sitting at the table, sort of?
Yeah.
All right, you
my
Of course I'm
passive
sitting at
is
the table.
14.
I'm waiting for my fish.
Yeah, whoever's sitting at that table can also give me a perception.
I'll give Gunther one.
Sure.
Because, he's there. He's keeping an eye on me. So.
All right, Isaac. Gunther doesn't notice it, but Isaac
Yeah.
does. Isaac, you notice a pair of elves that are kind of hooded and cloaked keep kind of looking over in sort of direction.
She is
Alright.
used to looks, so she doesn't notice.
He, like, waves at them.
She's hunkered down in her cloak, though.
The male is he has kind of an angular face. He has silvery white hair, green eyes, and he's dark complected, much like Sordran is. He wears splint mail and has a Alchard fork, which is a pole arm. And he's talking with the woman across from him, who has a gray hair, dark hazel eyes, and is wearing plate mail, wielding a warhammer. And she has a holy symbol about her neck.
Hey, Soldrin, do you know them? He, like, waves at them again. Like a smile.
Surgeon looks at Isaac and looks where he's pointing.
He's being very open about where he's pointing,
Excuse me.
and you see the pair of elves looking at you in your direction, sort of, and they both kind of nod at you.
She recognized them?
They both appear to be Isto of some kind. The female wears a holy symbol around her neck. You can give me religion if you want.
Okay, I will try that. Not that it ever works. Nope.
That's
I
actually a
give
good.
you religion.
Actually, I will give you that advantage, sort of.
Okay, I will do it again,
That's
and
probably
it'll
something
be worse.
she don't
Oh,
notice.
No,
for what?
Very good. You recognize the holy symbol as the Isto male god of the basically in common tongue of the Starfather. Basically, he was worshipped by the refugees and the revolutionaries of Selkirk.
Got you. And that's from when she was in the war, I'm assuming?
Yeah.
Okay. Gunther, watch Isaac. I'll be right back.
I got that. I'm okay. Be careful, Soldrin. He, like, does his normal.
His grouchy dad thing.
Yeah, pretty much.
If Liliana's the mom, Gunther's the dad.
Yeah, pretty much. Yeah.
He just looks at the ones as you want.
Surgeon actually just makes her way over there to.
Okay.
She supposes to say hello.
Yeah.
She doesn't see very many Isto around.
No. In your native tongue, they actually greet you. And he goes, "You look awful familiar. Is it possible we've met before?"
Surgeon kind of scrunches up her face and kind of looks at him. Not that I am aware of.
Where do you hail from?
The crap, I don't remember how to pronounce it. Zenek Crags? Sorry.
The Zoaster Caverns and the Zimbiggle Cracks.
There we go.
Really? What part? And the female is kind of, every once in a while she coughs into her hand. She's not looking well.
Are you all right?
Long story.
To what? I'm sorry again.
She kind of coughs and kind of gives a weak smile. It's a long story.
I have a healer in my group. Do you?
Unfortunately, the healer's not going to help me.
I'm sorry to hear that.
And the male kind of offers his hand out to the seat across from him. Offer sitting.
She accepts and she sits.
He's kind of stroking his chin and looking at you like you're trying to place. I swear you look familiar.
Mm, I was in the war.
Oh, as where were you?
Yes, I saw the holy symbol. I assumed, but
She kind of weakly laughs at that. It's not many people would actually know what this represents.
only those who were there.
Yeah, and the holy symbol, you sort of knows this to kind of give you an idea. It's a rising sun, from out of over mountains is what his holy symbol is. It's to represent a new day, a new beginning. And so, do you hail from Selkridge?
DM did Sordrin? I'm not 100% sure.
Zelkridge is the new home for the refugees and revolutionaries.
No. I've been quite across. I haven't really stayed in one place for too long.
I see. And it's sort of, let me introduce ourselves. I'm Comgo, and this is Mythalai. And she kind of nods curtly. Go ahead and give me an intelligence.
Okay.
Ugh.
With the amount of revolutionaries that fought in the wars, it didn't ring a bell. But I mean, you may have crossed paths at some point in time.
I was a squadron leader. I was mainly with the same group for a while. Honestly, I don't recognize your names. Oh, my apologies. My name is Sordrin. And she also gives her last name.
They both kind of look at each other, and then look back at you, and then look at it. Share a look again. That's an ill-fated name.
Excuse me?
Oh. You're not. In Congo, he's. And you see her kind of elbowing. You're not Pearl Horton's daughter-in-law, are you?
No.
Are you trying to deceive?
Liar. No. I'm not really sure.
Yeah. Out of character knowledge, yes, you are.
Okay. She says yes.
And they both kind of, if they were standing, they would take a step back, but they look kind of shocked and both kind of bow towards you.
No. She like puts her hands up like, please.
No.
I
just
don't.
You're the Sordrin Helverin?
As far as I'm concerned.
There's still tales of you in Zelkridge of whatever happened to the rest of your team. We heard that Varys is an emissary now.
Sordrin actually looks away when they ask her about the rest of her team. And she stays kind of quiet.
do you think they're talking about over there, Gunther? I don't know. You gonna eat that, Isaac? I mean,
she looks back to them. What was the other thing that they had said? Something about an emissary?
Yeah, that Varys, one of your team members, is now an emissary to the Shining Coast.
Oh, wow. I honestly haven't heard much.
Well, that's and over the, as you kind of hear Isaac and Gunther kind of arguing over food behind you. They order a round of drinks and begin to tell you of stuff that's been going on over the last months and years that you've been gone and stuff like that. A lot of it, a lot of the good that's been come out of it. They talk about the new war that's going on in the Dominion. That actually they're trying to install a new government to better up for the people. To include a member of the ISTO representatives of the Crimson Company and some of the desert tribes are forming a government together.
Sort of nods. I mean, that's good.
Much well, you know how the beginnings were. Slavery's rampant throughout there. It's hopefully it's better for the better of the people.
She nods. I hope so.
And yeah, it's all precedented by a small group of people that they call. And he kind of looks at her. What are they called again? Crow Force. Not right.
Does Sordrin get that?
She. The Sparrow Army. No, that's not either. It was something something about a bird.
Do you perhaps mean the Ravens Alliance?
Oh yes, that's it.
Oh. She kind of chuckles to herself.
Please tell me we walk in the door at this moment.
Ironically, you do.
Liliana.
But there's.
I am
You don't
in.
understand.
I am in my freaking alliance cloak, and Abel is on my shoulder.
Liliana, you see Gunther right now getting Isaac's food, and he's just like, "Look, he didn't get me a big enough. He didn't give me a big enough portion. Look, Gunther, I have to eat too. You'll eat, okay?"
Abel looks at me, seeing that, and just caws.
Yeah.
He's hungry too.
As Slinger, Liliana, and Ethan Claw walk in, Gunther and Isaac are basically arguing over a portion of food. A Sordran is sitting with a pair of elves, or cloaked and hooded elves, talking.
What's funny about them arguing about food is the fact that there's other plates on the table unattended.
Exactly.
I see the two of them doing that. I just kind of suck and shake my head.
Isaac is trying to convince Gunther that it's fish.
It is fish.
See that Sordrin's over there, and I'll just kind of give her a wave.
I think her back is technically to the door at the moment.
Yeah, her back is.
Abel cawed when we came in. So I don't know if you looked or not. Because he saw the two of them arguing with food, and he's hungry, and he wants to be fed.
That's my food.
She kind of chuckles. She's like, "Oh, so you know who the Ravens Alliance is, then?"
We've heard tales. We've never met them.
Would you like to?
What would they be doing in this place?
I'll kind of usher Ethan, Claw, and Slinger over to our table, but I'm keeping an eye on Sordrin to make sure that she's okay.
Yeah, Liliana, Sordran, you can kind of overhear a little bit. They're not. I mean, they're talking conversationally, but it's in a language you're not
Yeah, so she just. Well, would you?
Oh, she's jesting. Surely.
I'm not.
And he kind of crosses his arms. Okay, pretty.
I'm part of the Ravens Alliance.
No. I
Mhm.
mean,
She looks over to Liliana.
You're a renowned hero of our people, but come on, that's even too much.
Oh, wait.
When
Hold
she
on.
looks over, I'm watching her, so I perk up to make sure she doesn't need help with something.
She goes back to common. She goes, "Hey, Liliana, can you come here for a second?"
She'll kind of cock her head and stand up.
Liliana, stop him. I'm not gonna have any food.
Here, and she slides her plate over to Gunther, or actually to Isaac, because I'm assuming Gunther has both Isaac's and his plate.
Fish.
And I will snag a couple pieces of probably any vegetables or even some of the meat, and give a piece to Abel as I walk over to Swordwin.
So, Liliana, what's the name of our group?
She kind of raises, looks at you and raises an eyebrow.
She just humor me for a moment.
She kind of glances at the other two.
They're just kind of looking at you. The male elf is kind of got a kind of eyebrow cocked. The woman, she looks kind of gaunt, but she's kind of looking and expecting it as well.
She kind of she looks down at Abel as she feeds him another piece, and back at them. The Raven Alliance. Why?
And wait, before you say anything, she's like, "Can you show them your cloak?"
She kind of looks at the cloak. She's wearing it.
Is the symbol on the front or the back?
It's on the left breast of the cloak.
And she's currently holding Abel on her left arm, so it'd be visible as she's feeding him pieces.
So she doesn't say, "Can you show it?" She points at the cloak.
And as Liliana, you kind of clear the area and they kind of take a closer look. Both of their eyes widen. They're like, and then they start rapidly talking in a language to each other. Sort of, you understand it. She wasn't lying.
I'll glance over at Swordwin.
And and the male gets up and he's kind of like bowing, like in front of you. And it's a pleasure to meet you. Ma'am, this is my sister. Wow, you've done so much for our edge of the world.
Sometimes all it takes is a spark.
Children kind of looks at Liliana. Well, thank you for coming over here.
And he gets on a chair right where you guys talk to, and he goes, "Dwarven lady, around the drinks, we have heroes amongst us." And she's like,
"Oh my God, where?"
Do we hear this?
Yes.
Oh, I don't think he's being quiet about it.
Ethan Claw, aye, heroes. Who are they?
Yes, you.
I make my way to the bar.
Yeah.
Sordrin gestures to the table with the two dragonborn, the tiefling, the halfling.
The dwarf kind of looks at the Istomel and kind of makes him and he kind of thumbs up. She shrugs and starts pouring like tankards of ale.
While she's doing that, I'm going to put the flask and I'll just say, "Do you have any whiskey to fill this too?"
And yeah, you still have to. Jeremy, how long is that?
Are you okay again?
Well,
hold on, spit. How long does tongues last?
The tongues, it lasts, I believe, give me a second.
An hour.
It's a week.
An hour.
Right? Is that like a week?
That's not a week. Okay, yeah, it hadn't been.
It's like an hour.
It hadn't been quite. About halfway, she goes, "Do you have?" And then she goes back into Dwarven.
And I'll put the flask down and just nod and smile.
And she's
Sort-
it appears to be waiting on something.
Oh, I'll take out a gold piece and put it on the bar.
And she pockets the gold and fills it up.
Dang. Master of many cultures.
Compared to the rum and the cabbage whiskey that you've had, this shit smells potent as hell.
It's dwarven quality.
He's gonna get
yeah.
crunk off a sip.
Off a smell.
This smells like you might be able to wash out some wounds with this shit.
Whoa! We're gonna have a great night. We're gonna speak Dwarven by the end of the night.
Slinger's thinking he might have to get another flask.
Is that what Dwarven is? A state of perpetual gibberish? Sorry.
Sordrin puts a finger up to the two. Would you give me a moment?
Of course.
Liliana.
All right, she'll look to you.
She kind of motions for you to like come away for a minute.
She'll follow.
You're pretty good with medicine, healing wise.
Fair amount, yes.
I don't know if you noticed, but his sister, seems really sick.
Actually, I just sent the DM a message about that to see if I'd noticed.
I did too. No way.
Well, anyway, Sordrin just told you, so.
I didn't.
Yeah, she does look sick, Liliana.
Okay.
Is there any way that we
Isaac
could help
would notice
her?
as well, so.
I'd have to find out exactly what's causing it. I mean, there's stuff that even magic can't heal.
Yeah,
Or you need very potent magic.
I asked if she needed a healer because of you and the group, and she said that it was beyond that. So I was just maybe hoping, even if we could just help ease her pain, I suppose.
Well, if she's willing to share the information, then I'll see if I have the knowledge. And
Sordrin nods.
If I don't, I might be able to point in the direction of someone who does.
Okay. Sordrin's gonna walk back over to the two drow or Isto.
And I'll follow behind her.
Would you? I'm sorry if it's inappropriate or impolite of me, but would you tell me why you're sick? What's wrong?
Kind of sighs and kind of looks at her brother and he nods. How much of Zoaster have you seen?
Out of character, gun.
You haven't. You stayed to you and your team kind of have some of the cities and areas, but you didn't. The caverns are quite vast. There's areas that you didn't go into.
There was a lot of places that we never went.
Well, unfortunately, we at the beginning of the war, as we escaped Windgul, we stumbled into a cursed area. And it was filled with undead. And unfortunately, the touch of one has plagued me with an illness that even the gods and even my own powers have not been able to heal. I'm dying. The only hope is, and she kind of looks like she's. There's said to be an artifact that can return the dead to life and to heal even the most malignant of maladies. We're hoping we can maybe find it if we're unfortunately not having any luck.
Have I ever read anything about an object that could do this?
You have
Same
not.
with Swordred? No, dang.
It's and she looks at her brother and it's I don't I apologize. My comment is not that great.
If you need to speak, I can translate.
Yeah. She kind of looks relieved at that. In Undercommon, she says "orb of conflux."
She puts that right back to Liliana.
You see Liliana's eyes widen.
Do we know what that is?
Oh, you've heard that many times.
No, Swordren's literally asking Liliana.
Yes, I know exactly what that is. As she looks towards the girl.
Get it?
She's gonna look back at Swordren. Have you not heard us talk about this before? In the library? And
out of character, I wasn't here for that session.
That's what I'm about to say. Out of character, when we went to the tower using the crystal, this is what was discussed: was the orb of elemental conflux, the sphere, what all the stones did with it. So you would know that this is an item that at least the Raven Lion is currently wrapped up in.
She sighs.
You said that this object could heal you?
Yes. Maybe it's just fairy tales. We don't. It's rumored. Nobody's seen it for many generations, from what I was bit of research I could find.
Out of character, Liliana, do you know Elvin?
Yes, she's an elf.
I just wanted to make sure.
Legend has it the tale of an elf that could not speak its
native tongue.
Maybe if she hadn't grown up around the elves, maybe, but no,
she turns to Liliana and speaks in Elven. Could we take her there?
Out of character, there's a good chance that they know this language too. She will look at you and kind of with an eyebrow raise, she will respond to you in Elven. Take them where exactly? She seems confused.
To it? She was trying to be.
We haven't
cryptic
it yet.
Oh.
She says that back to you in Elven.
Out of character, that's my confusion. Because
no,
we just talked about it.
Yeah, in the library, we learned the information or some information about it.
Yeah.
We're not in possession of. We don't know exactly where it is. We know where Now, 3 stones are, I believe, 3.
The last before Sordran came along, before Sordran either Claw came along, the last the four Gunther, Liliana, Isaac, and Slinger know that it was taken from Palber by Isaac's mother and father.
Or a piece of it, at least.
Well, the
Gotcha.
orb itself was taken.
Yeah,
Mhm.
that's what I think you had said something about that, right? Was that the lure drop on the island?
No,
No, that was in Paul Beer when it was
my bad.
attacked.
under attack. Yeah.
Got you. Okay. So she
But
didn't
you
say
would-
that.
You would know about the discussion in the library. We don't know exactly where it's at. And we have, I believe, 3 of the stones in total now. Technically,
Yeah, you have the
2 of them are
Mhm.
in safekeeping and 1 is with us.
Yep.
She looks to the female and speaks in Undercommon. How much do you know how much longer you have?
Days, weeks, months, years. I'm not sure. It's wasting away, but it's.
So the out of character, is it just the one person that's cursed or both?
It's one. It's her.
It's the sister.
Yeah.
And Liliana's looking at Sordran kind of expectantly because she doesn't know this tongue.
I asked her how long she has. She doesn't know. She said it could be weeks, months, years.
Liliana will look at her. How long have you been dealing with this as it is?
Since almost 100 years. And he kind of interjects the melody goes, and yet every year she seems to grow 10 older.
She seems to grow what?
10 older.
10 older?
Think of like the druid's timeless body, but in reverse.
Reverse.
Yeah.
She's rapidly aging.
Liliana will go from looking at her to looking at Sordran. And I'm not sure what can be done to clear you of this, but I have heard of the sphere before.
They kind of perk up at that. So it's not just a myth.
From what I've gathered, it seems to be very real.
And there is hope.
But
And
it is also something.
And
that-
his sister kind of pats him on the hand, kind of yeah, okay.
But it is also something that can be used for good, as in healing this particular illness, or something that can be used for great evil. The scale slides both ways.
There's many artifacts that are like that.
Mm-hmm.
It's in the hands of the user. I could take, and he kind of takes his polearm and kind of, not loudly, butts it against the ground. This could be used to defend, and it could be used to murder this whole room. It's a tool.
That it is.
Nobody look at that.
Oh no, what'd you do?
What? What did he
I
do?
was saying, does nobody get any?
No.
Does nobody get any eyes at him saying that? My
No.
thing is different.
Yeah, no.
I mean,
there's
he's
not a
probably
board.
speaking in Undercommon.
No, there's not a board of
Oh.
bounties or postings.
Well, I'm assuming the male is speaking common because I'm
Yeah.
able to respond to him.
Yeah.
Oh, right.
Where are the two of you headed from this point?
Yeah. Our best hope right now is to go to Waymore.
What do you hope to find in Waymore?
Well, with the vast knowledges of libraries and churches with maybe somebody that has a little more knowledge, and it's yeah. I'm not sure if you know much about the Isto, but we kind of kept ourselves pretty much.
Well, considering before now I'd only met 2 other Istu,
Yeah.
I'd say yes, your race is definitely kept to yourself.
He kind of smirks at Swordren in a way. I mean, you know, some of them can be complete other pricks, but
Oh, the first one of your kind that I met was.
I mean,
I mean,
you all know, Madam Swordren, that yeah, they can be real pricks.
he chuckles. That they can.
Fucking turning people into snakes and shit.
Snakes?
Yeah,
Yeah, I'll explain that later.
Okay.
It's a long story.
Where do you plan to go after Waymore?
wherever the trail leads us.
Mhm.
And she kind of, the sister kind of looks at, if nothing else, if we don't find the artifact, at the least, and she kind of looks around the room, at least I got to see more of the world.
Swordred nods at that.
Yeah, and she has a kind of resigned look on her face that, you know, there might be hope, but she's hoping for the best, but she's definitely prepared for the worst. It seems like she's come to terms and realization that, you know, an acceptance that, but she's going to make the best of it.
Would you excuse us for a moment?
Very well.
And Swordren,
Yes.
I think we should have a word for a moment. And she kind of motions over towards the others.
Okay. As you move towards the others, leaving they're kind of chit-chatting and Swordren, you're kind of picking up a little of the conversation. That's where we're going to end session, and I guess.
Do what? I'm sorry.
That's
We're ending
where we're going
session.
to end session tonight, guys.
I
Damn
was
it.
figuring you were gonna look for a good time, but
I-
that was going to be a good time because I need to discuss something
Yeah.
with the group
Yep.
with that information
So,
because I have an idea.
so with that in mind, Volks, we missed having you tonight, buddy.
Yes,
we
we
did.
We hope that everything's going good taking care of business. Viewers out there, remember it's Memorial Day. You guys be safe. Please be smart.
Yes, definitely.
No drinking and driving.
No drinking and driving.
Yes.
Keep in mind what the holiday's about.
Um,
Bear in mind that it is about the men and women that gave lives for our freedoms to be able to do stuff like